Good evening, and welcome to Order Arcana. I'm your Dungeon Master, Wes Babcock, and I am here with some people. Not that screen, there we go.
Hey. We found it.
On my left, I have Ansley playing Mars, the Changeling Arcane Puppeteer. We've got Seth playing Oligar, the half-orc, paladin. On my right, we got Matt playing Gendrix, the full elf.
Mr. All elf,
full
baby.
Elf. All elf all the time bard.
Yes.
And finally, weird undead thing, Tila, playing weird undead thing.
That's what they call me.
Genesis.
Matt, put that shit on the floor.
Who is
What's wrong with you?
who is a sorcerer
What?
Yes.
that uses her intelligence. It's fine. Well, I mean, you need a coaster.
He's got fucking French fries, by the way.
Hey, you know what? It's his game, Matt, that you're ruining. So
Yeah.
it's okay for him to be like, "Hey, don't ruin my game, Matt, with your Wendy's cup."
Right.
But I don't care. Ruin away. Ruin away. We're here to play some Dungeons and Dragons. But first, we got a couple of cool people that we talk about every episode. First off,
Me.
If you want some,
Talking about
Ainsley's
me.
a cool person. If you want to get some really cool audio for your D&D game, check out tabletopaudio.com. Has some really great 10-minute soundscapes for everything from halfling dance party to a alien infested spaceship. So check them out at tabletopaudio.com. Also, if you want to get really cool character portraits done, check out Alexis. You can find her on Instagram and Twitter at Tattoos by Alexis. And get some really cool character artwork like what we have on our initiative trackers, and the character art that is by everyone's nameplates in the overlay. So check them out, or check her out at Tattoos by Alexis, and get your own artwork done for your character as well. Seth's gonna, and everyone's just making dirty hand gestures.
Who's this picking my nose?
Fuck it, let's play some D&D, y'all.
I want to do the dance
Welcome
so
back.
bad.
Last
click.
time. Yeah, no, it's going. Yeah.
Uh,
It's like it is every time. When last we saw our heroes, they had. What did you do? I don't even remember. I didn't prep a recap. You went down to Shamakar.
She
Went
drank
down
the
to-
car.
Yeah, you found a full binding cylinder, and a little tiefling kid popped out of it. Sans eyes.
Changeling kid.
Changeling.
Did I say tiefling?
You did.
Yes, you did. You straight up
They felt
did.
lings, I guess.
He ain't got no eyes, so it
Yeah.
don't matter.
Changeling kid with no eyes.
He was blind,
We're not
and
pointing
I had to
fingers
leave
as to
him.
whose fault it is that he doesn't have any eyes, but
I didn't
yeah.
make the roll that time.
Definitely Genesis.
Yes. I mean, it rhymes with Genesis.
Excuse me?
What?
Wait, Genesis rhymes with Genesis?
Not really, but yeah. So you decided to the little boy that popped out of the cylinder when you opened it. He told you that he was from Kyber's Gate, and he sort of directed you on how to get there. And you returned him to his mother, and she gave you a blessing of the six. And then you began wanting to do some investigations and made your way to Shamakar, which is a amalgamation of all the things that you can have in a shop. It's a butcher, it's a tanner, it's a blacksmith, it's a tavern, it's an inn, it's a cafe, it's a chocolatier. Like, I don't know, they do everything here eventually if you stay long enough. So, but you spoke with several of the patrons of this place and found out a few things about some of the things that you've been looking into. And I believe when we finished up, you were speaking with a couple of goblins named Fricks and Kebzax, and they were trying to convince you to take one of their hunts to kill one of these creatures that is running loose down here in Kyber's Gate, and that is killing little innocent goblins and other small creatures. And in exchange, they would give you some information, which they claim will be quite beneficial to you in your adventures and in your journeys. So, as you stand in this somewhat repugnant smelling business establishment talking to these goblins. As yet to be named party, what do you wish to do?
Kebs and Freaks and Kebzax just spilled the beans that Lond is the one that is.
They did say that they did mention the name Lon. That is correct.
Yeah, he's in charge of these kidnappings, and I have a contract in hand, and you have a contract in hand.
Yes.
So which creatures of theirs did you want to hunt?
Oscar the Grouch.
Okay.
So one of these was a trash monster, correct?
Indeed.
And the other one was
A whole bunch of beasties belonging to a hobgoblin. Inflection on the end of that.
I think your accent was a little thick. The word was Knoll. For everyone that's keeping score at home. Sometimes Seth's accent gets him into trouble.
Yeah.
Mine definitely gets me
good
into
old
trouble.
Valdosta, Georgia.
Yeah.
No.
Indeed.
There was also
A chimera?
flyer for a Gorgon and also one for a Chimera.
Come on, area.
All right, so are Freaks and Kebzax still close by?
Yeah, you're still at their table, like, unless you've walked away. They're just kind of like hopping up and down on the seats and like, so you're gonna take the one of our contracts?
I need a moment to discuss things with my compatriots.
Of course, but you definitely should take the contract.
I'm gonna look at both of all the drawings, and what is the ugliest one?
Oh, good lord. I mean, the trash monster literally looks like they took a brown crayon and just scribbled on the paper.
I'm gonna hold up the one. This is the one.
The Chimera, like it doesn't have any of the correct heads, like that you as a player would know.
Me as a player doesn't even actually know what a
Okay,
chimera would
well,
be.
yeah, there isn't like a dragon head or a lion head. There's like a tiger head and like a lizard head. So they're not quite. It's not quite right. The Gorgon just looks like a cow.
Damn cows.
I actually know.
You're letting your fangs show there, Oligarch.
You're eating your fangs there, Oliver.
Your tusks are sticking out.
It's just one of them days.
Welcome to Thursday, everyone.
Oh yeah, as a reminder, I'm going to say this in the opening before we continue playing. We will not be playing next week because of the 4th of July holiday. I don't know what the 4 you're doing, but I'm not going to be in town, so...
America.
Well.
I forgot it was 4th of July. I have to work the 4th of July.
Y'all can play D&D without your DM
Lame.
if you want. But
Yeah, we'll be here.
But it's okay. I get time and a half plus 8 hours.
Time and a half?
Yeah.
All right, so let's get back to D&D. Sorry after that announcement.
Whole bunch of time and a half.
So, so you have, like they've put them all in front of you. You can take as many or as few as you would like.
I would like to take the pile of poop.
Okay.
One for Trash Monster. I'm going to kind of pull everyone aside real quick so we can just kind of get out of their earshot and say,
Okay.
I've got what I came here for. We have a solid lead. I have no interest in fulfilling these contracts for these little monsters.
I mean,
But a real chimera breathes fire, and I've never seen one up close.
And you want to go see one?
A real chimera breathes fire, so
You saw the drawing, right?
well, I mean,
Did the
they're just
explosion
poor
fry your
artists.
brain too?
No. If I could get pieces of it, samples, I could probably make things with that.
Fair point. Where do you stand, Oligar?
I guess it depends on how much of a threat they're posing. Like the trash monster here. I mean, is it doing its job, or is it actually destroying any of these cities down there?
That's what they've told you. Just as a reminder, like that all of these are anywhere from middling to naturally occurring, but they've gone crazy.
Rogue.
Yeah, I mean, like the Gorgon and the Chimera probably like somehow slipped out of one of the wards that actually goes down into Kyber. The trash monster is probably supposed to be here, but they told you that this one has. It's not just like cleaning the floors anymore. It's like killing
Cleaning
people.
the people.
Yeah.
People cleaning.
Why do you not want to?
Well, to be honest, this mystery that we've found ourselves tagging along with seems much bigger than just a small kidnapper or some underground ring here in the city. This is going to the capital. Not saying that I'm particularly interested in, and I'll kind of look at Ribbon and say, being a hero, but,
Why are
There
you
might-
looking at me for that statement?
well, I just had to stop myself from saying saving the changelings. Anyways, there may be a great deal of money involved.
Well, I would like to know what happened and how they were able to put that kid in the bottle, so. Perhaps if I could study it a little more, I could recreate it.
Yeah, that's the last thing we need.
I'd say at least these that we've agreed to, we need to check out. Since we're down here. Not saying we have to do anything about them, but looking into them on our way back up wouldn't be too much out of our way.
I suppose.
And there may be some reward somewhere for it. A loose chimera, rampaging trash monster. I'm sure someone's put a mark
Yes,
out
a
for it.
small mildewy sack of old used buttons will be our reward.
Or if I could get some pieces from the chimera, it could potentially work out really well.
That is true.
Maybe. I have to figure out if I could even use any of it or what I could do with it. But,
Wait, so you don't know?
well, no, everything's pretty experimental at this point.
I see.
I've never been around a chimera. I don't know.
We're screwed.
Always on the open up.
Yeah.
So, what are we gonna do?
I guess we're gonna go after the chimera.
Do we know the closest
Chimera.
location of any of them? Like which one's the closest?
So, on all of the flyers that you have, there's like addresses, like neighborhood type markings. Like, and they'll kind of tell you how to get to whichever one you want to do.
Can I update my HUD?
Sure. Sugar Grove's just added to your map.
Oh, good deal.
Not Sugar Grove.
Is that like on the thing?
I'm so sick and tired of Saltrons.
No
Get
fast travel
salted.
yet? Damn. Okay. Yeah, well,
Okay. So
Head to
you'll
the
kind of you
closest
go
one.
back to him and like, so do you want to take? Do you want to deal with one of these monsters for us?
It seems as though we've agreed to look at one for now and come back for another later.
Okay. Which one? We can tell you how to find them.
The chimera seems pretty popular, or am I?
why not?
Oh yeah, that one's real nasty. It's been like I said, it's been like tearing down people's houses and like eating kids and things like that. So
Oh no, the children.
It's a Happy's Meal.
Is it fully grown?
I think so. I don't really know what they look like. Fully grown. I mean, I mean, he kind of looks up at you. He's like, I mean, it looks really big to me.
Oh, okay.
Sir Gilliam's quite large compared to him as well.
Like same height.
Well, do tell the way.
And he'll kind of just point. He's like, you go down, gives you some directions.
Okay.
Draws you a quick
destruction.
Well, shall we be on our way? Have we paid our tab? Do we need to close anything out here?
Did you get any more haunch?
What is haunch?
It's what you ate.
Oh, no, I don't need any more. Right now.
Okay. I think we're good here.
Excellent.
Okay.
Then we shall go.
So you make your way out of Shamakar and start heading off in the direction that Fricks told you to go. And you do walk past. You kind of come around a corner where there's like these like big mushrooms that are growing out of a wall, and you see this like. You assume what they would call a park down here. You can see that there's like things like boxes and things like that drawn in the sand. There are no like slides or jungle gym equipment. There's just like sort of an open space, and you can see like small footprints and like makeshift game boards and things like that, like scratched into the sand.
Does this look like your park?
I believe so. Looking around like the outskirts of the park, are there any like prominent like benches or anything, like places where anybody might sit?
Mm-mm.
Anybody like looking on the park right now?
There's, I mean, there are like, as you get closer, you do see like sort of further down towards the end of it, you do see a couple of kids. Like it looks like a goblin kid and maybe like a hobgoblin kid, and you see like a older hobgoblin gentleman that's just sort of like there, and they like play and they go and like hand him things, and he like, you know, give him candy and stuff like that.
I think maybe we should ask them some questions.
Sure. Couldn't hurt.
I'll kind of approach
Okay.
and put on a friendly face.
Usually like this older hobgoblin, like white hair, pulled back into a short ponytail, just kind of has a hand in his pocket, and he's just like flipping a coin. And every now and then he'll say something to one of the kids.
Good day, sir. How are you today?
Looks like he goes, oh, I'm doing okay. What's a fancy bugger like you doing down here?
You could consider me a private investigator. Perhaps if you have a moment, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions.
Sure.
Do either of these young ones here know a changeling boy named Jin?
He just sort of looks at you, he goes, hey. And he says something in Goblin, and you hear the name Jin, and like one of the hobgoblin kids sort of looks back at him and like shakes his head.
And I'll proceed to ask like
Does he just say, like, do you kids know?
Oh, you used
Jin.
to be Goblin, know you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he says like, do you know this changeling kid that this fancy pants is talking about?
So yeah, did anybody know anything about when he went missing? Was anybody present that day? Did anybody see any suspicious people?
The kid kind of looks at you as you ask that, and he's just like,
I mean, we were that day that we heard that he went missing. Like we were just all playing out here, and then we all went home because like my grandpa here like came yelling at us, and so like this is my cousin. He points to the goblin kid. He's like, and it was a couple more of us. Like we all just kind of went home, but like we live in a different place than Jin does. Like he lives over there by Shamakar. We live the other way.
I see. So do you recall seeing anyone that you're not familiar with that day around the park?
It was kind of busy. We did see like, I mean, you know, there's like an old woman that's always around here. She's a little crazy. She has like a stroller, but there's no kid in it. She just kind of talks to herself. We try to stay away from her. She's sort of weird.
As you should.
As you should.
Said, but yeah, she's down here all the time. There was one guy that I didn't really recognize. We thought he was like a kid at first because he wasn't much bigger than we were, but he had on like a robe, like a black robe, with like some kind of a like little medallion or something. I don't know what it was, but you know, it seemed like we were like, why? Like in fact, like one of my friends like went up and like sort of like messed with him a little bit, and when he turned around, like he was old, but he wasn't much taller than me.
Interesting.
Did he say what race that guy was?
No, he just said he wasn't much taller than him, and he's like a hobgoblin child. So
Do you happen to recall the shape of the pendant that he was wearing?
it was, I mean, like, not really. I mean, it might have been like a star or something, but I don't really remember. It was a few days ago, and like I didn't really, like I said, I didn't really approach him. It was a friend of mine.
I'm gonna pull out like the journal that I write in all the time, and I like copied the blue starlight like pendant off of that other guy. Can I like show the kid a picture of it?
Blue star pendant off of him.
I got Order of the Blue Starlight.
Oh, from that guy. Okay. He looks at it. He goes, "No, it didn't look anything like that. like I said, it was kind of far away, but I'm pretty sure like it didn't look like that. It was he actually like backs up a little bit, and like he's like, hold up your book again.
I'll like
And
hold it up.
He sort of looks from like maybe like 20 feet away, and he's like, no, it definitely wasn't. It definitely wasn't that.
I'm gonna turn to him. Can you draw it in the sand?
And he like, it's like I don't really remember what it. I didn't get a good look at it. Like I know it didn't look like that, but I can't remember exactly. He's like, I think it may have been like green, maybe, but I don't really remember.
I see. You can.
Yeah, it just seems like literally he rolled really poorly on his
Wasn't the
knowledge
shape
check.
of that claw green?
It seemed that he rolled really
I
poorly.
believe so. Yes.
Maybe it was that one.
What race was this old short man?
He had really big eyes. When he turned around and looked at it, it's like my friend like kind of jumped back, and I looked and he had like these really big eyes, like they were too big for his head.
He's a chihuahua.
Alright. Never heard of a big-eyed race besides gnomes.
I mean, you
Right.
can. I would say that.
Gnomes are big-eyed?
I mean, you're how old is Oligar?
In his 40s?
Oh yeah, gnomes have big eyes. You've all seen gnomes before. Like their eyes are like way too big for their head
Okay.
in terms of like being humanoid. Said like he had like a little like beard and mustache. It was all white. Looked really old, scary.
Interesting.
Wasn't there small footprints in that place that we visited underneath?
Mhm.
Yeah. And wasn't there a name in the journal that we found that was the name of a man who was a gnome?
I don't think so.
So close.
You may have taken that note, and you can run with that all you want. But
Ainsley's like,
Objection, leading the witness.
I don't remember. I don't remember telling you anything.
and
like
wouldn't you not say that we won already?
Yeah, I'm scrolling through trying to remember any small people that we've met. I can't think of any other questions for the little guys. Can you?
No.
Yeah, and I would kind of say that same thing to the party, and then I'll just turn and say, "Well, thank you very much for your time." And I'll reach in my pouch and get a couple of copper out and give it to the kid.
that. Oh, he's like, oh wow. He like throws one to his buddy. And Grandpa just sort of looks at you and is like, "Oh, you folks be careful around here."
We will. We're very careful. Thank you.
All right.
All right. So shall we head?
Okay. So yeah, you start following the the path that they told you, and eventually everyone give me a perception check.
What I told you.
Perceptions.
Oh no.
I'm throwing shit over here.
Yeah, you always throwing it all over my stuff.
12.
11.
Well, good thing I rolled higher than that.
14.
But let's just see how my perception.
Mm-hmm.
Perception.
18.
I perceive. What do I perceive?
24.
24.
Dope.
The two of you, well, yeah, I don't want to use this passive. It's still the two of you, because it's passive super low. The two of you hear just like of like a heavy flap of wings, and you're sort of like you're in this tunnel, but it's not. It's fairly large, maybe 40, 50 feet high. You hear this heavy flapping of wings sort of coming from behind you.
I'm gonna immediately turn around and see
Yeah.
what the fuck is there.
See what it is.
Yeah, you see this three-headed creature like swooping down, appears to be coming your way.
Like it's coming towards us.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit.
It
I'm gonna be
appears-
like, hey guys, we got company.
I will prepare for battle.
okay.
Say, me too.
Yeah, with that a warning, you'll be able to warn the others. But that will be initiative.
Initiative.
Straight into it. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
I mean, I'm
I'm
not
gonna
saying
roll
you
you the rest of the night.
I'm not saying you have to fight. I'm just saying it's initiative.
Probably not a good idea to fight.
And we did get a long rest, didn't we?
I think the day before, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have anything crazy happen last session,
Okay, so our spell slots would have.
and we still have the inspiration, not inspiration.
The
Yep, you do
The
still
blessing
do
of
luck.
6.
The not super advantage.
Yeah, not super advantage. So here, place yourselves somewhere in the middle, wherever you think you are.
Put me somewhere.
Apparently I'm like that.
Yeah, put me somewhere too, I guess.
Wherever you want to be.
We're
I'm
all
just
somewheres.
pushing them. Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Flyboy.
Did you say that he was flying?
Did you just say?
I did just say that.
Did you just
The
say?
scent.
A scent.
Finally, a use for these.
I mean, I've used them.
Finally, a use for these.
You die first.
It was a great life while I lived it.
There's so much flying in this episode. Gonna see two shirtless dudes high-fiving on the beach.
It's gonna be huge.
I promise we haven't been smoking crack.
Boy, this zone just got real dangerous.
This is the danger zone.
Oh
no! It's dead.
We did it.
Fantastic new.
I commanded
Come
him
here, that
to
West fan.
fall.
We're trying to like. I have no idea.
Little
what I'm
heart,
doing.
there you
There we
go.
go. I was looking at the wrong screen.
Turn
Yeah.
it. Oh, why is there a red thing above that?
A red
Is that
thing.
just your?
Oh.
No, that's just the. If you click in the gray area outside of the screen in OBS, it'll go away. Maybe.
The base is a little warped.
Yeah. It got a little warped because I decided, hey, it's bones, plastic. I'm gonna spray paint it, which is not a good idea.
I got you.
It warped.
It warped it a little bit, but there he is, coming down. You see this draconic head, leonine head, and this goat head. These big wings, and that will be okay. So initiatives: Riven,
13.
13.
15.
18.
Y'all ready to hear the best initiative that I've had the whole time? 24.
Shit.
Okay.
Wow.
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 Indeed.
Wow.
We should have just left it alone and then just gone backwards.
Yours was 13, right, Riven?
Yeah.
All right. Gendrix, Oligar says, look out, flapping. And you turn around and you see this creature bearing down on you.
Oh no. How far away would you say he is?
That far.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like-
He's about 40 feet up in the air and that far away.
Like, count your vertical and your horizontal.
All right, so we gotta do
And
some
then do math.
fucking Pythagorean theorem shit here. 1, 2,
Remember,
3,
you're the guy
4,
that with the
5,
guitar.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But he's on the front of that.
All right, so he's
it's less
10,
than 12.
10 away, 6 up. So he's like,
60 feet.
yeah, he's like 60 feet away.
You, I was gonna say you can run closer.
I can run closer.
You can do the things.
He's gonna go.
Can you run closer?
I mean, I can, but I'm not interested in being right up in the front of this.
In your list of options,
I thought that was Halo music for a
is
second.
running
It does sound
closer
like Halo.
one of them?
All right, so
So I can jump on your back. And then you can levitate. And then we'll both float up there.
I don't have anything particularly useful that I can do at this very moment. So I'm actually, yeah, when I see the thing, I guess Gendrix is going to do kind of an un-Gendrix thing. And he's going to go up 30 feet.
Okay.
And he's going to take a shot.
Scandalous.
Go for it. With the pistol?
Yes.
All right.
Now you have to ask which pistol.
Fucking 12.
A 12?
Yeah.
That will miss.
Lame. All right, I'm going to go ahead and sing a little tune and inspire Oligar. And that'll be my turn.
Somewhere around here.
I have
You're gonna
Not really.
inspire me
Oh, I know.
to
riding.
Writing.
Wait, I've got one.
what?
All I've got is my
Okay.
magnificent hand.
All right, so you inspired Olgar.
Yeah.
All right, Genesis.
Hey, your internet is out, maybe.
Yeah, it is. We may have to. We're actually going to just pause for a moment and get the internet running. So hang around. We'll be right back. Will you
That's
just
suspenseful.
unplug the power and replug it back in?
This?
No, on the modem.
Modiferous.
Or not.
Well, I thought you were looking at him, and then he just starts moving.
Just let it sit for 15 seconds and then we'll plug it back in. So I think the stream actually would keep running because, well, no, it wouldn't because we are running hardwired, not Wi-Fi.
Automatically.
I think it's about to rain pretty soon.
Yep.
It's about to what? To rain?
Yeah.
Started getting a headache earlier.
I'm starting
I can't tell if you are or was just singing what I said.
He was just singing what you said.
That was not ambiguous at all, thanks.
You're welcome.
He said you were
Speaking of whales, learned a little fact today.
Were we? Were
Yes, we were.
We were now.
Whale, whale, whale.
Somebody said
Well
whale,
done.
and it reminded me because I played too
This-
much Sea of Thieves
this is a bad
and
joke, I
also
can feel
sea games. So did you know that one of the original reasons that Krakens came to be like a horror story, and everyone thought that they were seeing Krakens
Because of whale penises.
because of whale penises?
That's an interesting factoid.
Yeah, because whales apparently mate in threes, and when one whale's getting it on, the other whale's like, I guess I'll just hang my dick out of the water.
So is it like a devil's three-way every time? Like, is that what I'm hearing?
Yep. So yeah,
Wow.
that's a thing you know now.
This is, yeah.
I didn't
More
know that.
you
Thanks.
know.
What's even weirder is
You
that
got to know.
is that scientists can just like boat up next to a whale who's just like hanging his dick out of the water and just play with it, like
They
do
just jerk
experiments
this whale off.
on his dick, and they're like, yes, whatever, man. Like keep it up, fluffing his dick while he waits his turn.
That's fucked up.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie.
You're welcome.
That's a little
You're welcome.
I'm gonna be thinking about this all night, and you've
You're
officially thrown
welcome.
me off of my game. Thank you.
What can I say except you're welcome?
What
You're
did the
saving
dad
that
whale
one.
say to his kid whale?
felt you're saving that one.
I have D&D Beyond.
Do you?
Yes.
Because I don't have.
I don't have it.
I keep getting my connection was interrupted.
Yep. I went to mark off my my inspiration, and it was like, no.
There we go.
Captain.
All right, we're back. Here we go.
We're back.
All right, here we go. All right, I think we're back. We all seem to have internet to pull up our characters now, so.
Yeah, I seem to have internet to pull up my characters.
Yep.
Look at you playing in the 80s.
Hit your
All right.
long rest button.
Old school. All right, so whose turn was it? Genesis?
Mine.
All right, you've had all this time to prep.
I have. I'm gonna scorching ray it.
To be
Scorching
fair,
ray. All right, go for it.
I'm
the
gonna
conversation we had
I don't
earlier,
have
you
to
can't
move.
really prep during.
What's the range on it?
240 feet.
Oh, geez, Louise, yeah.
I got this. Maybe.
Wait, she can yeet scorching ray up in the sky?
Yeah.
So
It's a
She can shoot it any direction she would like.
the highest
can
one is
yeet
an
it.
18.
Heck yeah.
The highest is an 18. That hits.
Highest
What's
is
your
an
lowest?
18. My lowest is an 11.
That doesn't hit.
like total.
What's the middle?
with your bonuses?
13.
Is that with everything added on?
Yeah. I
Okay,
rolled
so-
a 5 and a 7.
Okay, so
Damn.
the 18 hits.
Okay.
The others do not.
Um.
Slowly raising the bar here.
I know,
Figuring
right?
it out.
I just don't. I
You've
just
hit
don't
it. It's a
damage it
14.
because
Ah,
10 damage.
I didn't
10
hit it.
points. Okay. Yep. You see these 3 rays. Two of them smash into the ceiling. One of them catches it in a wing, and it continues to head your direction. Oligar.
Well, I'm gonna stare at it.
Okay.
Being
Refresh.
super high up in the air.
Again?
Uh-oh.
I'm good still.
I'm going to move here
Okay.
and hold my swingy boy action.
Okay.
So if it lands in my vicinity,
Okay.
I'm gonna smack it.
Mm-hmm. That works.
You gonna smack that ass.
Ribbon.
Smack that.
I'm just gonna look up at it with my hands on my hips and go, and just look at it.
And just look at it.
Yep, because that's all that I can do.
You know, you cast any spells at it or anything?
Well, it's not gonna help. Unless I want to use Featherfall.
You do you. But
Do you, boo-boo?
okay. So is that it?
Yep.
All right. That's its
We did
turn.
it.
Oh, it will fly down here 40 feet.
Oh, it's not working.
And it will get right up in your grits.
I knew it was going to.
And you see the draconic head rears back.
And actually, he's going to come over here
Nice.
and get all of
The draconic head rears back, and you see lightning crackle in its blue mouth, and a bolt of lightning. I need a dexterity saving throw from.
everyone except Genesis.
Oh well, that's
Well, you need one for Sir Gilliam and you.
all right. So that's
Deck save, right?
Yep.
21.
All right, you pass.
Sweet. As I like.
15.
Pass.
I have a 10 and an 8.
10 and 8 both fail. So Sir Gilliam and Riven will take full damage, and you two will take half. This is some d8s.
Oh god. Some
Yeah.
D8s.
That's a lot of d8s.
It's more than this. Oh! Let's see, that's 18
That's gonna hurt. That
plus.
shit hurted it,
That's the end of a Dance in the Dark.
right?
Look at that, I rolled perfectly average. It's 31 points of lightning damage on a fail.
Woo!
On a fail?
Or sorry, on a it's 31 on a fail, half on a success.
Okay.
Oh, I was
So
like,
15 on a
what the
success.
fuck?
You weren't wrong. I was wrong.
I was scared when he got that.
And then it will attempt to, let's see. It's going to try to bite you.
Bite me.
Gendrix.
Why did they bite you?
That's a 23.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay.
Riven's looking very, very bad.
It's
Very
11,
bad.
11 points of piercing damage. Okay. And then it will fly back up to here.
Alright.
Fucking bitch.
You
back
get an
down
attack of
here, mama.
opportunity if you have with your sword. If
Okay.
you have it out.
No, I'll hold my pistol.
You can shoot it with
I-
disadvantage.
I will shoot it with disadvantage.
What disadvantage that you had? Oh,
Nat fucking one. God damn it.
The trigger mechanism just pulls all the way back and doesn't reset.
I'm just gonna throw this pistol like over my shoulder. Like,
Okay.
fuck this pistol. Sure.
All right. Back to the top, Gendrix.
Can you throw your pistol at him?
Oh no, that's not my action at all. My action is what? So where we are right now, are we like kind of in a lane with a street?
Yeah, I mean there is a street sort of like meandering through here, but it is probably a big, 90 to 100 foot wide tunnel.
All right. So where is the closest? Like there are homes and stuff in this tunnel.
In this tunnel, yeah, they're off on the far wall to your left,
Okay. And
but
about
they're about 60 or 70 feet away, and they're like built into the side of the tunnel, like carved into the stone.
all right. So I will request that the Chimera make a charisma saving throw. I'm going to point at it and say, everything you do is gonna suck now. And that's Bane.
nice.
What's the DC?
16.
Ooh, fail. It's a 14.
Good, you're baned, bitch, and I'm gonna take
All right, bang.
30 feet towards the houses.
Okay, sure.
Everything you do is
Alright.
awful.
Genesis.
I'm going to. Let me see how far away this is. Yeah, I'm gonna fire bolt him.
Okay, go for it.
Attempt to.
You do have luck. Don't forget.
Huh?
You do have your 1 luck.
Oh, why didn't I do that?
Can I tell you what?
You can't know the result before you roll
Okay.
your luck.
And it's a D4.
No, you just get to you can choose to have advantage
Oh,
after you roll.
Okay, I'm gonna try and roll again.
Okay.
That was the exact same number. Does a 15 hit?
It does.
Yay! I need that.
You already knew the number.
I was talking to someone. Just shut up and play your own damn game. I'm trying to run my shit.
Damn.
Anyway,
All right then.
shit.
Tired of my shit.
Tired of your shit, yeah. Maybe be mean to you.
Welcome to divorce court, everyone. I am your judge.
Judge Judy.
12 damage.
12. Nice. Okay. Yep, you see this ball of fire just shoot out of Genesis' hand, smack this thing in the leonine face, and it roars back at you. All right. That will bring up Olgar.
Well, how far up is it?
Like 10 feet.
Fucking melee.
You can like jump and
bitch.
make a melee attack.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
You want me to tell you what you should do?
Thurser Gilliams, yeah.
Football. Don't text in the middle of the game.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what he said.
I'm going to spread the fuck out for one. On my way up there, I'm going
On my
to
way.
tell it to. I'm gonna look at it.
Uh huh.
I'm gonna say on the way. 2, 3.
I'm telling you, Thurser Gilliams.
Yep.
Give me my hand there.
And right when I give him his face, I'm gonna say down.
Is that command?
Yes.
Okay.
And I will command it to
So whiz save.
get down. Yes.
What's the DC?
What is it? 8 plus 4 plus my thing.
Yep.
15.
8 plus your it's 8 plus your wisdom plus 3. So 11 plus your wisdom. It doesn't matter. He rolled a 4.
14, not 15.
He failed by a bit.
Down
Just
boy.
a bit. Down boy.
Okay.
Yes. That
Alright.
is what I do.
Riven.
Right.
Yeet, 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 yeet.
Yee.
All right, so he's down on the ground now.
No, not until this turn.
No, okay.
Yeet, 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 yeet.
Same, eh?
Yeah, line it up again.
Remember, you can't be more than 60 feet away from Sir Gillen.
Yeah, I think that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm at exactly on the 6th one, so I think I'm good.
Well, they're 5 feet each, so you can be 12 away from him. Is that all you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. That will bring him up. He will follow his command.
Get on my level.
And
Get on my level.
And then he will just
beat my ass.
take a bite at you.
Minus a
That's an
D4.
11.
Ooh, that misses.
He will try to gore you with his ram horns.
Oh.
17?
You minus in your
That
D4?
hits.
Huh?
You minus in your D4?
Oh, no, I
for
didn't
bane?
minus a d4 on that. So 17 minus 1, 16?
Damn it. You're right on it.
Okay. And
I tried,
I
man.
needed that hot
I
too.
really tried.
And then he will claw you with his forepaws.
4 paws.
That's a 15.
Misses.
Miss. Okay. So with the bite, he will do 10 points of piercing damage.
Shit nuts.
And with the horns, he will do 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
This is not necessary, dude. We can talk this out.
That's his turn. Gendrix. He's now on the ground.
trying to make sure this isn't concentration.
Oh wait, he missed with the bite, didn't he?
He hit with one thing.
Okay, yeah.
The
So
gore.
take off that first 10. Sorry, I thought he only hit with the horns. I forgot.
All right, yeah. So I will, from where I'm at now. Seeing he's on the ground now, I'm gonna kind of turn and look at him again, and I'll just start whispering curses at him in Elvish, and that'll be a dissonant whisper. Can I get a wisdom save?
13.
13. That fails.
All right.
Give me some
I
Bondios.
should have mentioned that I'm doing this at second level.
That's fine. Does he have to use his reaction to run away from you? I believe.
Yeah, it uses immediate reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Technically, it can't use its reaction to run away because the command will last until the end of its turn. It can't, so it'll fly back up. So you can put the tall.
Oh, bitch balls.
Just fly right up there. Whoop.
Son of a bitch.
Well, that backfired a little bit, but
Roll those divided
really? 13.
13 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
With 2 1s.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's gonna be my turn.
Genesis.
Scooter move. So he's right in front of
Sorry, new spell. Okay, I want to use my meta magic.
Okay. To do what?
To does a thing. I think it's quicken spell. Yeah, I'm gonna use quicken spell.
Okay.
So I can do 2 things.
What does Quicken Spell say? What does it allow you to do? Basically cast a second spell as a bonus action?
Yeah, I'm
That would be an
gonna
action?
cast a spell of a casting time of 1 action. I can spend 2 points and changes the time to 1 bonus action.
Okay.
So, I'm going to first throw a fireball at it.
Okay. Is that going to be your action or your bonus action?
That is my. Does it matter which? I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, as long as they're both actions, then no, it doesn't.
Okay, yeah, they're both actions.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do the fireball first.
Okay.
So 14,
Just hits.
and that's 2d10.
Those are 12.
Oh, my bad.
Yep.
Just kidding. Sorry,
Super Firebolt.
Yeah, right?
my bad.
I want that fireball.
Super Bolt.
Almost exactly the same number though. So that's 17 damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to cast Fireball.
Oh, okay. So,
Oh, maybe it's a good thing I told him
where
to get off the
you
ground.
where are you putting your fireball?
Can I put it without hitting anybody? It's 20-foot radius. Oh, it's a sphere. So can I put the edge of it like right on him so it's like this way?
Yeah, you can. There is a way that you can put it.
Okay.
Basically, like if you hit the ceiling above him, basically, he will get encompassed.
Cool.
Or just a little. You can basically aim it so the point is above him, and that way it doesn't hit Oligar. Was that dex save for me?
Yes.
He sucks at those. What's your DC?
My spell DC?
Save DC?
Where's that at again? I think it's a 14.
14. That's a 13 plus 0.
Sweet.
So go ahead and roll
I get 8d6.
8d6.
Please kill it.
6, 9, 10, 18, 23.
Oof. 23.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep, you see this, she shoots one pretty big, like, eruption of fire, but then this little bead follows it, and it explodes into this massive, just tumult of flame, and you see the thing start to waver and drop. You can see one wing is
is starting to. He can barely keep himself aloft. That it?
Mm-hmm.
Oligar.
Nice.
Very
nice.
Oh, what am I gonna do?
I'm sorry, Oligar.
Oligar's confused as to why this thing just flew back up.
Yeah, I'm gonna just sit there and contemplate my own existence.
Can you throw Sir Gilliam that high?
40 feet?
I don't think it's 40.
I mean, I don't. How long is that? How high is that?
4, 5, 6.
Trust me.
About
It's
30.
30 feet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at him.
I'm ready. He's gonna have his arms up.
It's like human fall flat. Just,
And that's exactly who Sir Gilliam reminds me of now.
It's just gonna be one of those things.
yep.
Oh, that's terrible.
They're humans. What?
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Screw it. I'm gonna turn around and grab him by the hands,
Okay. And just sling him.
and I'm going. I'm gonna like Olympic. Shoo, shoo.
Hammer toss him?
Hammer
Give me
toss him.
Give me a
Let's
Athletics
hammer
check.
time.
give me an athletics check.
This,
All right.
this seems like a good idea.
This is gonna go. I still have inspiration, thank God, right? Because
You do?
You're still a D6, right?
You do still have your luck.
Yes.
And I still have luck. All right, let's go. I still have luck.
Oh!
Went from a 1 luck to a 20.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's
Okay.
a crit.
Okay.
So that's a 27 total.
Okay. So you grab Sir Gilliam, you hoist him in the air, make a dex save with Sir Gilliam.
Toss the shit out of
Are you gonna try and have Sir Gilliam like grab onto this thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see. Is it how high is he throwing me? Is he high? Throwing me high enough
You
where I can like
rolled
get
a-
on top
he
of it,
rolled a
like
crit.
sit on
He's
it?
gonna throw you pretty high.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to like sit on top of the thing.
Just start knifing it in one of its 3 necks.
Okay, so you're trying to basically like get up in a saddle position.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a dex save.
Launching that bitch.
Okay. A 19.
19. Okay, yeah, that's enough. You kind of get up, and Sir Gilliam gets the shield and just basically like locks it into the ram's horns, and he's got his sword up there, ready to go. Is anything else for you?
Meanwhile, Ruben's looking
no,
like
I'm just
this
kinda
over
like-
here.
Okay,
Nice. Yeah, just that's it.
your turn.
All right, I'm smacking the bitch.
Smack the bitch.
Go for it.
It's probably not gonna happen because it's a 13.
You got
13.
luck.
Oh, I got luck. That's right. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
reroll
can
that.
use your luck if you want.
That's not very lucky.
Dang.
It's fine. Sir Gilliam's is riding a Chimera.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
Anything else on your turn?
No.
I need to get closer, right?
Yeah.
About right there.
So
Got launched.
the Chimera's turn. The dragon head snaps back at Sir Gilliam. It is a 19 hit.
Dude,
Oh wait,
he's
D4.
yeah.
A 19 minus 4 is 15.
It does not hit.
Nice.
Bane.
It's gonna fly down and use its last 2 attacks against. Actually, it's gonna fly over here and attack you because you just tried to burn it. So it's swooping all the way in.
Oh, it's all the way.
Like
in.
down?
Yeah, it's swooping down.
Okay, so I need to put the other platform in there.
No, it's getting like
On the ground.
on ground level with Genesis, so that it can try and ram you with its horns. That is a 14 minus 2, a 12.
Yeah.
That hits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then it will try to claw you. For a 10 minus 4 is 6. He misses with that, but he does hit you with his horns. So that's gonna be some damagios from the horns.
I'm thinking of this as like
9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Sir Gilliam's is giving him so much hell, like on top of his head, that he's having trouble concentrating. Like,
Yeah, right.
Yep. Okay, that's its turn. Let's see if it gets its fire breath back. It's a drop die.
I hope they have character art eventually when we get big, and it's just Sir Gilliam's with like a cowboy hat riding this Chimera.
All right, Gendrix, you're up. And you can see this thing's looking rough. He looks hurt.
All right.
Stick it in the pooper.
I want to sit right there where I'm at, and yeah, I'm just gonna toss a couple of insults this way. Just do a regular old vicious mockery.
Vicious mockery?
Yeah.
Is that whiz or charisma?
That's gonna be a whiz.
Oh,
it's 2d4 now.
A 9?
Nice.
9 will fail because
How do you mock a chimera?
Hey there, kitty cat head. The lizard head said that you're ugly.
All right.
I mean, I don't even know how to think like a chimera. That's gonna be 6 points of
6
psychic
points.
damage.
All right. He,
That
the
insult
two heads
hurt.
sort of look at each other like, "Bah?" What did you say?
Why, brother?
All right.
Meanwhile, I'm
It
surprised it.
Who's next? Genesis. I'm gonna whistle a little tune and give Genesis some inspiration.
Inspo. All right. So you have a D6 of bardic inspo, and it is your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna, because it's right there on me, can I reach out and, like, sort of, I try to, like, grab the horns,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna use Chill Touch on him.
Is that a ranged spell attack? Does it say make a ranged spell attack?
Yeah.
It will be a disadvantage.
Okay, I already said I was gonna do it. Right. Plus 5. So that one would have been good.
Oh man, you have luck. You used your
No,
luck.
she
No, you
used
used
your
your luck.
luck.
Never
No, I
mind.
already used it.
And roll the same number, because that's her luck.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Okay. What was your total?
Well, I don't think rolling the d6 is gonna help. It's 9 right now. I can try.
Oh, yeah, it's a.
I already told you the total, right?
You need a big D6.
You need 5 or 6.
Yeah, I'll attempt it. Maybe it'll work.
Got a 33%
Oh shit,
chance.
it's a 6.
Nice.
So that gives you a 15.
Yeah,
That hits.
it does. I'm gonna roll damage on him. 3 damage.
3
A
total.
mighty 3, yeah.
All right. And what does Chill Touch do? Some other things to him? He can't heal, maybe, or he can't take reactions. I don't remember what
He
it is.
gets a
Can't
skeletal
heal.
hand in his face and cannot regain hit points until the start of his next turn.
Okay, so he cannot heal. Not that he could anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skeletal hand, just reach out.
Olga.
Alright, so
Her
this
head
thing flew
rod
over
and
me.
the both of the heads
Aha.
are fine.
Butt is in your face.
I'm going to stick it in the pooper.
All right, off into Booba. Go for it.
I'm
You
gonna
just insert it into the butthole.
bat her around. Do I get advantage because she's right there?
Yeah, that's.
Is it an advantageous?
It is an advantageous
creature?
position.
Alright.
It's not super advantageous for you. Yes, you're going to find out in a moment, but currently you think it's very advantageous.
Hey, you know what? It's advantageous because there's another crit.
Nice.
Can I
Roll some-
smite after I crit?
Yes, you sure can.
Fuck yeah.
But you still have to roll all of your smite dice.
I mean, that's fine.
Although this probably will kill it.
That's just what I wanted to do.
What level are you going to smite at?
Just first level.
Okay. So I believe you get 2d8.
2d8.
It
It's
is
not an undead.
It's not undead.
Or a
2D.
fiend.
Or a fiend. It is a monstrosity.
And I get 2 hot d6.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So let's roll all this beautiful bean footage. So I can reroll 1s and 2. Why do I got sticky hands?
I don't know. Stop throwing your dice 8 feet in the air.
Yeah. Alright. So
By you,
there's.
Wes.
Oh, that was a shitty smite, but that's okay.
But you still get to double the smite. You just have to roll them. You don't
Oh.
get like the full dice value.
Oh, nice.
Because that would be more broken than smite already is.
That's fair.
Yeah. So you get to double your d8s for your smite.
Okay.
Okay.
So we are 12 plus 8 is 20 plus 4, so that's 24 plus 8. No, sorry. Plus 10, so 24. So 34 damage.
Tell me this goes amounts.
So this tail that he has
Mm-hmm.
is a snaky tail.
You notice, yeah, it's got this big giant stinger on it that as you went around it, like almost like it had a brain, like looked at you as you ran up.
Yeah, I'm gonna just slice that out of the way and then just straight in the pooper.
You just stick. So you see
And
Olgar.
then because I haven't enunciated this yet, with my smite, it is a magical chainsword that comes alive. So I'm gonna press the button after I do
Okay.
it for the smite and just.
So yeah, you see Olgar
this tail like looks at him almost like it has a sentience, and it looks like it's about to rear back and stab him with this venom that you can see like dripping and glistening out of the tail. And he bats that aside, and as it does, the creature's butthole is right in front of his face, and he just jams the sword up, and all of you see the three faces go, whoa! And then you hear this noise that goes, and you just see chimera sausage get ground out of the back end of this thing.
Oh my god.
And the butt end of it slumps down, and you just see Oligar with this like huge grin on his face of sadistic horror as he just grinds this thing into the ground, and then all the heads slump over, and it lays dead at your feet.
Are you sure you don't want to
So
get a job at the
worth
brothel?
Poop and blood.
So worth it.
Yeah, you are covered in poop and blood.
That's all right. I'm gonna give Tendrix a hug. Just kidding. I would never do that.
As you come up, I'm like,
Meanwhile, Riven is really hurt and she's looking really bad and she's having a mental breakdown, like seeing all of this happen.
I don't even like look at her. I immediately go over and start seeing what I can salvage.
Okay, so first off, what do you want to try and salvage? So just what you're looking at here, there is a dragon head that spat lightning at you, or at everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lion head that just has big pointy teeth. There's a goat head that just has big, like, curved around horns. But then there's this tail that looks like a big poison sack with a on it.
I guess that's the scientific term for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking I want to try to get I'll try to get the tail, but
Okay.
I kind of want to like, would I know what makes the dragon like make fire or lightning?
So there's going to be some checks involved here, so we can make
Okay.
that part of that. So first off, just give me for the dragon head. The other two aren't magical heads.
While she's doing this, I'm going to give her some more bardic inspiration, just another charge.
Okay, so go ahead and roll an Arcana check to see what you know about the draconic head of a chimera.
I'm gonna use my inspiration. So 14.
14, that's what you needed. Yeah, so you know that
Yeah.
you know that this that normally chimeras don't have a blue head. Normally it's a red dragon head. This one seems to be special in that regard. Normally they breathe fire, but yeah, you know that there's basically like a spark stone like in its throat, and that's what generates the lightning. That's not how dragons work. Dragons literally generate the magic inside of their body, like in their belly. But like for chimera, they have some sort of a gizzard or something. But on this one in particular, it would have like a spark stone. So basically, it's just like a little lightning stone that it can.
Okay. So knowing that, I will, I kind of like pull back my coat and I pull out this dagger, and
Okay.
I'm gonna try to like find that.
All right, give me a medicine check to see how good of a surgeon you are to cut this thing out.
Crap. 10.
10. Yeah, you start working on it a little bit, and the scales of this thing, of its draconic head, are tough. And you're like, you first think, yeah, I'll be super delicate, and like you just can't get through. And so you start pulling the scales apart and jamming the knife into the flesh, which is really just hard as rocks almost. And eventually you get it cut open, and you realize that you jabbed right into this stone. And it's just broken, and there's no energy left in it.
How's it going?
Not very well. Just give me a few more minutes. And I'm gonna try to like go around to the tail.
You're gonna try and harvest the tail?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a medicine check.
How bad do you look?
I look bad. Like, if I was to say out of game, I'm 6 on 6 health out of 37.
22.
22. Yeah, you this time you take the tail and you pull out one of your vials, and there's like a little place where you can stick the knife, and it allows you to just squeeze this like green venom into the bottle. You can just you have a vial of chimera juice.
I only got hit twice, right?
One time hella hard, and then the other time he bit you in the face.
It was like 15 and then 11. So for some reason, I'm way lower than I'm supposed to be.
Would I know if there's like anything else that I could like do or get, or do I feel like that's kind
Yeah,
of
I mean
it?
with all the checks you've made, that's
Yeah.
Is that it?
The rest
That's
is
what you
just
got.
like trophy
Are you
wise.
done with it?
I think the rest is just trophies. I don't need any teeth or anything.
Was there anyone around to like witness this thing come in? Is there anybody like? Is there any? I mean, we're near homes, like we're near.
Yeah, I mean,
buildings and stuff.
especially you guys that kind of made your way towards these like homes that are carved into this side of this tunnel. You do see like people like looking over balconies, like edges, like looking outdoors and things like that. But there's nobody on the ground like near you. Anyone that may have been here when this thing started moving, like booked it. They used their whole turn to run.
So yeah, seeing people like looking, I'm gonna tap my little thaumaturgy stone and like with my voice really loud, I'm gonna say, yes, we defeated the Chimera, and like just like sell up our achievement,
Okay.
like and just like talk about how
You hear like a little voice like coming from the direction of the tenement that's like, "Who are you?"
who are we?
Meanwhile, I'm limping over there towards
I don't-
Gendrix, and I'm like,
I don't know.
because
What
I'm
do you
looking
mean?
rough.
Like a name?
We have been traveling together for quite some time now. We should have a name.
I don't know.
I'm no good at that sort of thing.
Oh, the car and friends.
It could be something fire related.
That's not good.
Let's put that on the back burner.
See, there you go. That's what you do. I'll leave that to you. And I'm gonna just like take my sword and just walk over and just start sawing off the lean and head,
Okay.
like at the base of the neck. Just
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's pretty gnarly, but I mean you're able to get a lion head.
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
You
How
put
big
that
is
in the
it?
back of the Holden?
No,
It's like the size of a lion head.
how big is that compared to me? How big of a lion is it?
It's like,
It's a hefty boy lion.
yeah, it's like a big shaggy mane. As
Nice.
soon as you cut it off, it looks like it came from a lion, not a chimera.
Right. I'm gonna also cut the dragon head off.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like a little hydra head.
Okay.
Which she's pretty much destroyed the dragon.
Yeah, but
Neck
like
and head.
The head's still there, right? But she
Yeah, she
destroyed
kind
the
of
neck.
she kind of effed the whole thing up.
Did you have to murder the whole thing?
Well, the stone is quite important, but I wasn't able to successfully get it out.
Must not have been that important. I'm just gonna toss the head back.
I'll after we kind of do our little aside, I'll just kind of tap my stone again and say, for now you may call us the heroes of Cogsgate, and like whatever.
Okay. There's like
That's boring. You should work on it.
I'll reply, we are. Shut up.
Is he taunting someone who just killed a chimera?
Yeah, right.
You should have went with fire. People like fire.
I mean, the fire. What shall we be? The flames of Sharn?
Flaming flamingos!
That sounds like we worship some sort of fire devil.
That's very true.
Do you worship a fire devil?
My brain was like, say this, and I'm like, don't do that.
You got Ansley and I over there.
But I don't worship anything. I worship. I'm a scientist.
We're the Flaming Sharnites.
I just admire fire. That's all.
The Flaming Shites.
A bit much.
That's okay. That's actually reasonable considering all the things that fire can do. And I just start rambling off all
That's
the things
okay,
that you
so-
can do.
At
with
that
fire.
point, I'm still over here like, ow, because I'm looking rough.
So
I'm
do y'all
gonna
want
walk
to
over
do y'all want to
to-
like take a short rest? Do you want to make your way back and tell them that you killed the chimera? Like, what do you want to do?
I will propose that we just make our way back to
How long did
Shandakar.
we travel?
Like less than an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, since we're like this close, I propose that we just go back and we'll head back to Shamakar and get our whatever the goblins are going to give us and take a short rest there.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll put a little patch, a little shoulder rub on
I'm
Mars.
feeling better already.
Okay. How much?
Actually, I'll do a second.
Is it literally
level
like a
cure wounds.
pat?
Oh, you're doing a cure wounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
just a cure
What is your? We know what your lay on hands looks like. What's your cure wounds look like?
Literally a like a patch, just like a. It's got little.
Just like a sticky patch,
Yeah.
like a band-aid.
Yeah, like a little bandage.
Okay.
There you go. You'll be
Okay.
fine. Probably don't even put it where it hurts. Just there you go. You'll be fine.
You put it right beside where
Like
they
a lot
cut.
of the parts where you're just like electrocuted and singed. You just
sticks these patches on you, and you sort of
Feel a little bit better.
You get 11 points.
You feel 11 better. You feel 11 units better.
11 units better.
That's actually good from where I was sitting.
Okay.
About 11 units.
All right, so you're making your way back.
Yeah.
Everyone give me a perception check.
So it'll be an 18 for me, dog.
9.
Another 24.
17.
All right, so
I'm in
everyone
pain.
except Riven. Yeah, Riven's just kind of like, she's looking at like Sir Gilliam like halfway mangled and like and she's mangled and she doesn't notice this. But the other three of you notice that there's a tunnel that extends down, and you see these like 3 creatures that you don't know what they are. They look like something out of a nightmare. They look like dogs until you stop and take a look, and you see that they have the head of like a beaver or a badger. They have the body of a deer, or the body of a jackal or a hyena, the feet of a deer, and
These animals
even
are
from
cute.
here you can smell like the stink of death coming from down this tunnel, and you just see they're sort of like harassing something that's out of view. Like you see the 3 of them like snapping and biting and harassing something.
Do you think we should figure out what's going on here?
Aren't you the goody two shoes?
Fair enough. Then I'll start walking down the tunnel.
What are we talking about, guys?
Okay. Are you being stealthy?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and give me a stealth check. Anyone that's following you down there, give me a stealth check.
Can I go ahead and cast Pass
Doesn't
Without a Trace?
matter.
You can cast Pass Without a Trace if you would like.
Yeah.
That matters.
And I'm walking with them.
I'm
Not
still
bad.
holding the leaning head. I don't know if that matters. Just so you're aware.
Should you
It
guess
doesn't
that
give you
on all
disadvantage
of
to
us?
hold a leaning head. If you're going down the hallway after Oligard, then you can.
Okay.
That'd be a 16 for me.
And that's a stealth.
It is a stealth check.
That'd be a. Is that with your pass without a trace?
Yeah.
My pass without a trace?
She cast it.
Does plus 10 for us, right?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
plus 10, so then it's 26. There's plus 10 just for Riven.
No, it's plus 10 for all of us in the little area.
It's
Okay.
plus in for everybody within like 30 feet of her.
Okay, yeah, then I'm super stealthy.
32 for me.
Go damn. Well, sorry to ruin it, guys. I only got a 16. That's with your
All right,
plus
put yourself in a marching order. You're coming this way. There's like a wall. like
I'm at the
here,
back with Riven.
Yeah, I was at the front.
and whatever is in here being harassed, you cannot see.
Well, thankfully, I gave you that plus. Then.
Yeah, because
Guess
it's
I'll-
about to be a hot 6.
I guess I'll be kind of on your flank a
All right.
little
So
bit.
what was everyone's stealth?
Mine was a 32.
16.
18.
26.
Okay. Sir Gillian?
Let me roll for him real quick.
Nope.
12.
Was that plus 10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, actually, no. If it's plus my modifier for stealth too,
Yeah.
it's 12 plus 5, 17.
Okay.
Outdone by the Gwilliams.
We all are.
Okay.
Usually.
Yeah, they don't seem to notice you. If you wanted to attack them, you could get a surprise round.
I have no idea what these things are, right?
You can give me a Arcana check
Anybody? Or.
if you're looking at these things and are curious as to what they are.
For all of us?
Uh huh.
Nope.
Damn, 21.
Roll an
20.
8.
12.
The 20 and the 21. So you know that these are called lacrotas or lacrotas. They are just like sort of amalgamation creatures that are made in like a nightmare lab somewhere by people that are really twisted. You know that gnolls keep them as pets because whereas like a gnoll can only be so evil and so mean, like these things have no end to their capacity for like torture. And as you guys start to sneak up on them, they seem to be unaware. You can hear that it almost sounds like there's these like humanoid voices coming from them, like saying things. Like for you as players, you can liken it to how a Kenku would talk. They just sound like they're mimicking what what they've heard and whatever it is that they're taunting here. They're like, Oh, you're never gonna get away from here, you little bastard.
That's fucking nightmarish, to be honest.
Yeah. So, what would you like to do?
I just want to kind of see what they're harassing. So if I could go,
Okay,
How's everybody's internet?
If you get much, I don't know.
I am down again.
you're what?
So-
You're down again. Oh, internet.
I
was like, invisible damage.
Should I get up again?
Pretty sure.
Thinking all I got. Thinking.
Why is our internet being terrible right now?
Probably because of the storm.
Um,
I'm gonna read about.
can anybody turn on a hotspot just to get us through?
Yeah.
I don't have one.
At least I don't think I've ever set one up.
Alright, it should pull up as Anzy.
All right, we'll be just a moment, y'all.
I'm gonna do mine just from
Is
my
there-
D&D.
What's the WPA on it?
Well, the Wi-Fi password is your mom is a wonderful lady, all lowercase.
Wow.
Question me.
What?
Do we expect anything else? Let's be honest here.
We will be right back. We're back. Maybe. All right, well. All right.
If anybody else needs to connect.
So if you wanted to move up any further, they would probably begin to notice you.
Can I go over and see what they're?
No, the tunnel's pretty tight.
Okay.
You'd have to approach them almost directly. Yep. Like,
Ooh, that is a toit. A real toit tunnel.
it's like that.
Well, Riven's definitely gonna stay away. She's still looking rough.
They look a little bit like the creatures that were drawn on one of the flyers. Like this is, you're like, looking at it now, you're like, there's no way this was that accurate, but it's pretty accurate.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna patch myself up before we get up there. I'm gonna be like slapping some band-aids.
Okay, go ahead. Cast your spiel.
6, 9. So that's oh, no, an inspiration. So I have 12 from me.
And also, most of you rolled pretty high on your perception. You notice that the one that's in the front here, right there, looks fairly larger than the other two. The other two appear to be somewhat smaller.
The boss.
All right, so what do you want to do?
I'm gonna turn around and look at everybody who's looking at their phones.
Sorry, I'm working.
1, 2,
you're fine.
3,
He's
4,
hotspotting.
6,
I had
7,
to remember
8.
what my password was.
8 times 5 is
40.
I'm gonna move up a little bit. I'm gonna like
Before
shimmy
you
like
If you go any past Olgar, they will not detect you. Just so you know.
I'm gonna like shimmy just a little bit.
How's everyone looking?
Rough. Thank you for
I'm-
asking.
I'm still pretty rough.
I'm okay.
And when I look at like the people who said they're rough,
I'm
like,
bloodied. I have 9 out of 35.
I have 17 out of 37.
I'm gonna go up to Gendrix.
Do we have
and-
some potions?
I would make them, but I have to do other things with my spells at night sometimes. I'll try to be better about that.
And you can make
Alright,
one
we spent
potion a
all our
night
gold
in
on-
addition to recovering all of your stuff.
Yeah.
You can make one a day in addition.
I'm just suspicious of what Genesis is using. What is she doing at night?
I don't know, but it ain't making our potions, that's for sure. We give her all the ingredients and she ain't done shit with them.
Hey, I bought those ingredients.
All right.
I'm gonna walk up to you
Okay.
and I'm gonna pop out a syringe full of a red liquid.
Okay.
You need some?
Lay it on me.
Alright, I'm just gonna poke him in the arm with it.
Are you gonna wince?
Get my jabs.
Yeah, I'm gonna jab you in the
How
arm
much?
and I will give you 10 health.
Dope. Thank you. Okay. I needed that. Okay. My thing that I'm gonna do, I guess since everyone's still being quiet,
Mm-hmm.
if everyone else has done what they want to do, I'm gonna the three of them have them make whatever saving throw.
Charismas? I assume you're
That
banging.
is yes, charisma.
Oh, they're really good at this. It's a single digit.
Oh,
Nice.
All right. -1.
that is definitely a failure.
We'll say that was the big boy in the front.
Oh, nice.
Let's do this. Let's replace
Oh
with
yeah,
the real
I
big
remember
boy.
what I was doing.
Let's do that. So he's
What are you doing?
baned. We'll do the one who has it's in the back over here.
With his button, yeah.
That's a 15.
That's gonna not pass because my stuff is 16.
Oh, nice. And then the last one is a 15.
Still a failure.
So they're all baned.
Every last one of you sucks.
All right. So they now know you're here, but you all have a surprise round to attack, and then we'll roll initiative. So Genesis, do you want to do anything?
Yeah, I'll throw a fireball.
You still got one of them level 3 spells left. Where do you want to put this fireball?
There's something over there they're attacking.
Oh no, I'm sorry, firebolt.
No, I mean you can
No,
cast fireball. and
I'm
miss
down
it.
with
No,
fireball.
I didn't really want to. Okay, never mind. I'll do it then.
Where? Just tell me where you want to put it.
This would be the time.
Yeah, while they're all
This
banned.
ain't a bad idea.
Yeah, I'll do it right in the middle of them.
You want to put it in the middle?
Yeah. Well, let's
I mean,
do
it'll
it.
come all the way over to here.
And they're
Or
attacking
they're
something.
attacking something.
The whole reason
Yeah.
that we came over here was to save whatever's in that
Okay.
corner.
Fine.
I mean, you can still get them all if you put it back over here.
Yeah, I'll put it in the back.
So you want to put it like over here?
Yeah, it's fine. I guess we
1,
gotta
2,
see
3,
people.
4. Yeah, you still get them all. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you can go ahead and start rolling your damage. I'll start making saves,
Okay.
just so that we can save a little bit of time.
86.
All right, yeah, 86. So the one in the front, the big one, he roll. What's your DC? Just so I know.
14.
14. He rolls a 13 because of Bane.
Nice. This is what I wanted Gendrix to be. Just fuck them up.
And this one rolls a real bad because of Bane,
Nice.
almost negative.
Yeah.
And the other one rolls, wow, a 2 because I rolled a 4 on both dice.
Nice.
So they all fail.
29 damage?
You gotta roll them D6s better.
Fire.
They all take 29 damage.
Fuck yes.
And you see the two in the back, like, are almost barbecued. They look not so healthy anymore. The one in the front still looks pretty good, but they've all turned to look at you now. But you still have your surprise. Oligard, do you want to do anything in this surprise?
Yeah, I want to run up to the big boy.
Okay.
And smack the shit fucking out of him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Make a whack attack.
Because I'm level 5, I get 2 attacks.
He's whacking, he's hacking, he's smacking.
Oh man, is he Butcher Pete?
Yeah, he's Butcher
I'm
Pete.
Butcher Pete.
Hacking that meat.
Oh, shit. That is a 16.
That hits.
All right. You mean just roll them both?
Yeah. He's healthy.
Hack. Smack.
Oh, that's a 14.
That just hits.
All
Oh,
right.
He's
nice.
hacking, he's smacking, he's whacking. Roll some DiMaggio's.
Good thing I can reroll
Well, he
these.
smacked on the quarter.
I rerolled the same exact.
Oh,
Nice. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus 8, 18 points of
18
damage.
points. You can see this one now.
Smacking that
He as you just these two just massive cuts from this greatsword. This thing looks rough, but he's got this like crazy like badger face, and he just howls. And these eyes that burn red.
Not a badger face.
Badger.
Riven, do you want to do anything?
Yeah. We'll move Sir Gilliam's up in front of me, like the
Okay.
boss ass bitch I am.
Okay. See, so you can move 30 feet.
Yeah.
You wanna get him in there? I don't know if you can get him in there. but-
I think I'm fine right there.
He's fine right there? All right,
I'm
so-
gonna ready produce flame. Okay, so the
Is
way
it a
that
cantrip?
it's a cantrip,
Okay.
yes, but I can use it for an attack
Right.
as well as. But don't I have to ready it and then use it?
Yeah, you'd have to hold your action.
Okay,
And
yeah, and
what's,
that's what
what's the
I'll-
trigger on your action?
As soon as they even remotely look close or get closer to me.
If they take a step towards you, then you'll let it. Can you attack with it at range, or do you have to touch something with it?
No, I don't. I can attack within 30 feet, so
Okay.
I need to move up a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, you can ready that action. That's fine. Okay, so if they move
Yeah,
towards
that's
you,
fine.
all right. So let's roll some initiatives here.
Oh. Who
Ooh.
am I, a cleric?
I'll take it.
Oh fuck.
Ah, jeez.
Oh
Aw,
jeez,
geez, Rick.
man. Oh jeez.
I'm gonna probably go ahead and do that, but Ribbon?
10.
10. Okay.
5.
Okay.
Crank me to the bottom.
22.
Me, I got a 16.
All right, Genesis. What do you do?
I'm going to firebolt.
Which one? The big boy or the one of the smaller ones?
Probably the one you said. The one is in the back, like more barbecued.
Yeah, they're the smaller ones too.
Yeah, I'm gonna bolt the one
Closest to me or closest to you?
the one like diagonal from Oligar in the middle.
Closest to Ansley?
Closest.
Yeah, closest to Ainsley.
Okay. I mean, there's.
The one closest to me is the one on.
Okay, the one over there.
Shut your mouth.
Yes.
Go for it. The one that's running.
Indubitably.
Some 19.
Yeah, that hits. Roll up some DiMaggio's.
Every time you say that, I just think of bigger.
13 damage.
13 damage.
13 spicy damage.
Flaming burritos.
Hit him with a spicy bolt.
Spicy queso.
Yeah, he looks horrible. Like
I mean, he looked horrible to begin with.
he needed one more to go down.
Oh.
All right. Anything else?
Not at the moment.
They're gonna go.
It's like one more away from Bambi's mom.
Firebolt.
All right, go ahead and you can reduce flame on that one.
Okay.
That's the one that's almost dead.
Is it a
Okay.
deck save or is it an attack roll?
So attack roll.
Nice. Oh.
16 plus.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Yes.
Does it do 1 damage?
Well, it's gonna do more than 1 damage
Well,
because
that
it's
one
2d8.
Well, that one dies because he had 1 point of health left.
And 2d8.
Bye.
Yeah, that's pretty
All right, so
nice.
the one on you, Oligar, you see as you run into it, it turns on you. It rears up on its back legs, and these like deer hooves batter you in the face,
Fuck.
or they attempt to at least.
Does
He's
that
clogging.
other one that run by me get an attack?
No, he ran around you.
Damn it.
Yeah. So that's a natural 1 with the hooves.
Nice.
And as you fend off the hooves, you see this like demonic badger face come in to bite you.
Oh shit. I was not ready for this.
Badger.
Ooh.
Told you I was not ready for this.
Ooh.
He bit off your face.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm scarred for
Your
life.
tusks are gone. It must be tusk for you.
Oh wait, the bite doesn't do 2d6.
It does.
It does a d8. But he rolled a crit, so that's 14 points of piercing damage. Oh, roll the damage die 3 times instead of 2 if it scores a critical hit.
Wow.
Add another 3 onto there.
Okay.
That's literally what it says.
And-
Triple the
and-
dice instead of doubling them
Yakko.
for a critical. Yeah, you can see as it bites at you, it has like just this like filth and detritus in its mouth.
Oh, it's a good thing I don't
Oh,
mean to
try this.
decide
Just like its drool is just like looks like slime or acid.
It's
pretty
nasty.
gross.
That's
Um,
disgusting.
Then the one that's on Sir Gilliam.
He toppled me over.
That's only a 16. I think that'll miss Sir Gilliam.
Yeah, it misses me.
Okay, and then that's with his hooves, so he'll also go for his bite.
Miss me with that gross
But a
shit.
bite is a 23.
Ow.
Um,
Hit or miss. I guess they never miss, huh?
That's gonna be 6 points of piercing damage.
It
on
hurt.
Sir Gilliam. Okay, Gendrix
Derringer.
is broken. Oh, the little one.
The little one. My
This
big
one-
pistol has been
So your
abandoned.
Derringer just breaks on a 1.
Okay.
Natural 1.
There it is.
Nope.
That's a one.
It's going to be an 18.
18 hits. Who are you shooting at?
The one that's in front of Sir Gilliam.
Okay. Can you get 14 points of damage on
I
it?
can get 5 points of damage on it.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Bam. And then, actually, I'm going to go ahead and Psychic Blades that one.
Okay.
And so at this level, that's 3d6
Add some
psychic
heat.
damage.
Shit.
Add some brain heat to it. Go for it.
Yeah. Little purple tracer comes out of the Derringer. That was almost a 6.
Can you get 9 points?
Just kidding.
I totally have 11 points.
Yeah, it dies. Yeah, the
Yeah.
bullet hits it. The bullet hits it, and then you just see these 3 purple blades follow the trail of the bullet and slice into this thing. And yeah, it falls over dead in front of Sir Gilliam.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Gendrix?
That's definitely it.
Ribbon.
Alright,
Come
so
attack this one. It's getting on me.
I'm gonna use like Sir Gims to like, well I guess, hold on.
Sir Gimps.
Sir Gims.
His
Heck
name
yeah.
changes every session.
He's
Let's
he's
not.
so not a gimp.
Oh, that's how he's pictured in my head canon. That's why he doesn't talk.
The next one she makes is gonna have a leather mask. Y'all are terrible. Go for it. Are you gonna attack him with Sir Gilliam?
What I'm gonna do,
Or are you doing something else? What you
yeah, I'm gonna do something else. It's probably stupid, but it's probably, well, I mean, how bad does this thing look?
I mean, it looks. If this were 4th edition, it would be bloodied.
Okay, well, I'm gonna smack it on the ass.
Yeah. Get some ass smack.
With Sir Gilliam?
Yeah.
Okay. Do
So
wanna-
you want to get around behind him?
You probably have enough movement to like make a flank with Oligar.
Yeah.
Oligar
Oh,
probably shouldn't
yeah.
be knocked over. I don't believe he's prone.
No.
Yeah, I believe he just got punched really hard.
Yep. I got boat in the
Or
I'm
face.
bit
smacking
really
him
hard.
in the ass.
All right, so if you can probably you can get advantage on this thing if you can
raping
get in
all of our
position.
monsters.
Okay,
today.
yeah.
She
Go
can't.
for
She
it.
just doesn't have the arm reach to get.
This is the terrible
There's,
part.
there's just like some kind of weird anal fixation going
I
on. It's
know,
really
I know.
weird.
Alright, well,
Yeah,
that's.
we needed it. No.
It's a
fucking
good it's a good thing
11.
you killed that chimera because that poison is deadly.
Yeah.
It's no bueno.
It's a new bueno.
Only in Eberron.
Yeah, it's it's 11.
11 total.
Yeah.
Yeah, with advantage.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. You Sir Gilliam, like he hits this thing, but like it's like hyena hide is like really thick. In this, and he just doesn't. He's not able to break through
We
the.
should make a special move called Anal Shredder.
Dear Lord in heaven, Oligar.
Finish him.
I'm not even gonna let you finish your turn, Oligar.
The anal shredder will go.
All right, Genesis. You know what? It's their turn again.
Yeah, I feel compelled to do it.
We all go now.
All right, go for it.
I'm dropping it all. All right.
Chop that meat.
I'm gonna go hacking and whacking.
That's
That
hacking.
is 21
Yeah, that hits.
and that is 8, 9, 10, 12
Okay.
points of damage, and
Still
I will hacking and whacking, smacking him again. Oh, nice, 2 17s. 17 on the dice.
Yeah, hits. AC 14.
And you know, for the shiggles of it, we're gonna smite it. So 2 and 2. Is this thing an undead or a fiend?
It's a monstrosity.
Okay. Just checking.
It's a monstrosity!
Yeah.
It was built in a nightmare laboratory.
So 8.
Literally.
When you say that, I picture
14.
like a black and white movie, like Frankenstein
It
kind of
could be.
similar thing.
But way scarier.
Way,
Except
way
it's the
scarier,
wrong
but like I'm
lever.
still thinking like
Did you do 12 points of damage?
Yeah, I whir it up again.
Yep.
Except not in his anus this time.
Oh.
I'm just going straight for his head.
Okay.
Straight
Yeah,
through
you
his
just-
skull for 18 points of
Yeah,
damage.
yeah. You just like you bifurcate his face
Yeah.
with your sword.
Straight
and he
down.
falls on the ground dead. As he dies, everyone
shit.
that's within 30 feet, I need to make a con save.
Oh.
If you're within 30 feet of the big boy.
Oh, yep, failed.
Sir Gilliam will be immune to this because he's a construct.
I'm just outside of that.
Are-
Cool. That
Are
means
you
I'm
within
safe.
it, Riven? Yeah. Okay, so Riven and looks like
Right.
Riven and Oliver
Con.
need to make a con save. Yeah. As like this terrible
Uh,
necrotic goo like leaks out into the air. Like
I don't know what the DC is,
pustules.
so let's roll.
Necrotic
Not
goo.
6. Nope. That's an 8.
an 8.
That's
What'd you roll
gonna
on the die?
be-
A 2.
Nice.
It's gonna be a 15 for you.
A 15. So you pass. So you're fine. Oliver, you are currently poisoned.
Oh no.
So you have a disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Yep.
Roll me a d6.
Me?
Yep.
1.
Your hit point maximum is reduced by that much.
It's good you rolled like crap
How
that
do
time.
you override max HP or max HP modifier?
Probably, yeah.
51. Holy shit, that's not it.
You erased all of it but one.
No, it went to 72.
Oh wow.
Okay, you see that there is a goblin, like cowering in the corner. It looks like it's been hurt pretty bad by this thing. That he appears like he's got his hands over his head. He appears like he might be non-responsive.
I'm gonna approach it.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
talk him goblin to it.
Okay.
Are you okay?
No response.
I'll walk up
Do
to
your
it.
thing.
No, I'll walk up to it.
Okay.
It's just cowering.
Yeah.
I'll,
No. It's like as you get closer, you can tell like it appears like he's dying.
Oh, I thought you said it was cowering.
No, he's like, it looks like he is. His hands are like over his head. He's laying on the he's laying on
Oh,
the
my
ground.
bad. Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah,
have
it's
talked
dark.
to him.
It's pretty dark in here. Like
I
as you
got
get close, yeah, you can tell that he is
He's dying.
dying.
He has failed 2 of his death saves.
I will give him the good needle.
The good needle.
Yeah,
How much?
5.
Okay. Yeah, you see this goblin sort of pop, and it's Fricks.
Oh,
He looks at you and goes,
Oh, you didn't take this job.
well, it appears you tried.
No, they chased me down this hallway. I thought I could hide from them.
You did
do
a
a
poor
good
job
job.
of it.
I realized that, but it appears you did a pretty good job of it.
We did. It's kind of a thing we do.
and he kind of looks over. He goes,
I don't think there's any lions down here, so I assume that's the chimera head.
That is.
Well, thank you for healing me. Why don't we head back to Shamakar? I can tell you all of the knowledge that I have now. And since you did an extra one, from what you said, I'll tell you just about everything I know.
Yes, we did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Where's your friend?
Oh, she's back at Shamakar. I was going out to, go get some things from our house when these nasty things like chased me down.
Do you want anything off of these creatures?
These are made in a lab. They can't. There's nothing good on them.
That necrotic goo isn't of interest to you?
What I kind of feel like
It
they're
seems to
not,
have,
or
affected me
what I know.
quite potently.
yeah, I mean, whatever, especially like the thing that they breathed in, like you can tell, like Oligar's eyes like appear really sunken, and his face appears gaunt.
Well, now that you mention it, I could take a look at it. And I'm assuming like in my kit or whatever, I have some form of gloves.
Mhm.
Okay, then
Probably.
I'll go over there and try to like get some in a vial.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can like scrape it out of one of their mouths.
Okay.
Actually, no, they're all pretty destroyed. Give me a medicine check.
Sorry,
You
I bifurcated his
barbecued
face.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that on a
They're
t-shirt.
like burned up, and the two little
Get
ones like
back
don't have
to
very much of this in their
whatever
mouth, but the big one
on-
does.
That one.
But his
I
head's
don't
been
mess
chopped in
with
half.
them.
Yeah.
So.
Guess t-shirt.
There
Sorry,
we
I
go.
bifurcated your dog.
What the hell?
I just wish that somebody would use that just seriously in everyday life and not just in Dungeons and Dragons.
23.
23. Okay, yeah. I mean, you scoop up a little bit of it, but it's really gross. Like even you, like who doesn't have very many like olfactory senses, can tell that this smells terrible.
Can you bifurcate that sandwich, please?
There's like small little gagging noises from me over here.
Just for the record, this is what you just fought.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks cooler than what I imagined.
Mm-hmm.
I imagined all those pieces stuck together
Oh.
with no coherency.
I
Oh.
pictured it having a neck, so
Not much of
that.
one.
I didn't picture having a
It
neck.
had a pretty thick neck.
Like,
It does make me wonder where their maker is.
I pictured a dick with a badger face.
You just wanted to say dick.
Yeah.
Dick.
All right. So
That's like this
yeah,
big.
but unless you guys want to do something else, like Fricks will lead you back to the.
No, I'll pick up the Leonin head and
Okay.
make my way back.
Lead the way, Fricks.
All right.
Can I say how sad I am you didn't name Fricks Mike? 'Cause that's just sad.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Because we're going on all these hunts for him. Anyway,
Interesting.
moving on.
Contracts.
So you anyway, you make it back to Shamakar.
Shampakar.
The bugbear in the tuxedo and the Medusa are gone. The Minotaur's still sitting there though.
Rameus.
Yep.
I'm just gonna go pile right on at his table and say, you would not believe the day we're having.
He just sort of looks at you and like,
He probably just sees me dragging the Leonin head.
yeah, you see this. He sees Oligar with this line. He's, well, it appears you've gone out and had a bit of an adventure. Who knew that those goblins actually had any actual targets?
I was under the assumption that the Chimera was maybe a dog of some kind, you know, like a small animal, but no, they had real monsters. So we'll see now if they have real coin.
Ah, real monsters.
Oh, of course. Well, should you need my assistance or services, do feel free to
Give me coins.
speak with me.
So what? I'll come back to Rameus.
Okay.
Yeah, let's settle up.
Okay. So Kevzak's just, she sees like Fricks looks pretty bloody and everything. She's like,
What happened to you, you stupid idiot?
and he's just like,
Oh, don't worry about it. Those weird dog things that the Knolls keep, they track me down. But these people took them out too, saved my life. So,
and she's like,
oh well, I guess we should settle up our debt then.
Yes. What was the bounty for these 2 contracts?
well, we can give you a little bit of gold, but we heard some of the questions you were asking around, and we know some things. If that would interest you.
Well, naturally.
And she'll hand you a small pouch of gold. It's like 30 gold.
Thanks.
Like, she probably has saved that for like 3 years.
Yeah, and I'll just drop the whole pouch into the bag of holding.
Okay. Fricks just sort of looks at you. He goes,
So, you were asking about the magician.
Yes, indeed. Lond.
Well, yeah, he's I don't really know if that's his real name or not. He's a halfling. He's always doing weird experiments. Like,
So just as a refresher, was Lon actually the guy that I met named Lon? Was he a halfling? I thought he was a human.
he's a human.
Okay, yeah.
he said, a few years ago, I'm kind of ashamed to admit this, but he hired us to, he hired me and my sister and a few other goblins to kidnap some kids for him. I'm not proud of it, but we were poor. We lived down here.
You have to do what you have to do.
It was good coin. So anyway,
Gendrix wonders if any of the coins in the pouch were leftover payment from that.
Possibly.
No.
But he says, well, anyway, because we felt so bad about it, I started keeping tabs on him. And turns out he's up to his old tricks again. Except this time he's taking changelings and he uses all these warforged to do it for him.
I see. And do you have any idea of what he's doing with the changelings?
No, basically, they bundle them up and they ship them off on the lightning rail. I don't know where they're going, but that's what we see. We've heard those warforged of his, the ones that wear the black robes. We've heard them talking about it.
See, have you seen these Warforged at any time? recently?
Yeah, they came down here and took that kid,
Well, yes,
the one that you guys brought back.
yes, but I mean, since then, have you seen one of them?
I don't think so. I think they got what they wanted from down here, but we do know where they live.
Where's that?
And he'll tell you it's back up in, they live in Cogsgate.
Okay.
Like they live up out of the Cogs.
What was he doing with the children that you got for him?
Oh, it was some kind of a research. He said that it was to prolong life, but I mean the kids that we took to him, I mean, they all pretty much died. That's why we felt really bad about it after it was done.
I wonder if this is a new experiment or if he's perfecting the old one.
I mean, we heard those warforged that work with him talking about that he's trying to do something for them, like trying to figure out how to like make it so they can reproduce and prolong their lives, and because like the first warforged that were created, they're starting to just shut down. Like they don't really die, I guess, but
like they just shut down and can't be powered back on. Like their cores are, so like maybe they only live like 30 or 40 years. And apparently this guy like knows about, like he knows how to find a creation forge. He knows where one is, and so he's trying to synthesize from like other creatures, like things that might, I don't know, like allow them to have different powers. I mean, I assume if he's taking changelings, they want to, you know, be able to like do what changelings can do, like shapeshift or whatever.
Being a lifelong citizen of Breland, do I know the proximity of Rote to Sire? Like, is it close to Sire?
That's a really good question that I'm not.
I've got the
100%
map
sure.
pulled
If you're
up,
looking
but
at
it
a
doesn't
map
show
of,
Rote.
if you're looking at a map of Corvair, you could probably tell me.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, but it doesn't show Rote on it. It shows where Sharn is.
So Rote is, it should be on the main map. It's not super close to Sire, because I mean you still got Thrain and Zalargo and all those in the way. But basically Rote is just basically up the river to the northeast.
Okay.
Where that forest is, that's where Rote is. Where it says Breland on the map,
Okay, I gotcha.
that's where Rote is. It's up
Okay.
in there.
So I wonder then if Lon is in cahoots with the Lord of Blades.
We don't know anything about no Lord of Blades.
Well, I suppose not many do.
It's possible.
Trying to find ways to elongate the lives of Warforged.
How old was Lon when you dealt with him?
Oh, I mean, like he's like an old-looking halfling. He's got like a white beard.
Large eyes.
Oh, not halfling. Sorry, gnome.
That's why I was confused.
Yeah, my bad. I meant gnome.
Okay.
I mean, like, that's kind of what we know. But
What kind of amulet did he wear when you knew him?
oh, like he had a what's it called? That the hand, like the green hand.
Like a claw?
Yeah, you could call it, I guess.
The Emerald Claw. Interesting. So do you know any other people that work with Lon? Do you know any of his other contacts?
I mean, not that I know of. Apparently, I mean, like I don't know if he like does anything. Like I think he has like a lab or whatever in Rote. I think that's what they're sending him on the. That's what it sounded like they said when they sent him on the lightning rail.
I see.
But I mean, I think they're taking him from here because there's, I mean, city as big as Sean, there's a bunch of changelings here. It's if they're looking for changelings, this is the best place to look for them.
Indeed.
There's a lot of communities, a lot of vulnerable people around here. So
Yeah, that moment I kind of like switched back between Riven and like the changeling because I'm kind of like startled a little bit because I'm thinking about it too much and I'm just shifting and
Riven, are you okay?
he does not seem to notice. He's intent on talking to Denders.
I'm fine. Fine.
Oh, Kebzax looks at you, strangers, like, the fuck?
So we know then that they are capturing, packaging, and sending the changelings to Rote.
So should we go to Rote? Or attempt to intercept them on this lightning rail?
I suppose. See, it was like in game time. It was like yesterday's when we were in the in their little like hideaway.
It's either yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, so
It's only been a couple of days at most.
I mean, it's highly possible that they've already like discovered that we were there, and maybe are trying to like haul ass. Maybe I don't know. I'm spitballing here. We might be able to like head them off at the pass if we wait.
It would make sense. Just head to Rote and wait. Try to find more information when we get there.
Perhaps, but I mean, road is a journey.
You know the lightning rail does go straight there.
Yeah.
So just out of curiosity, because when I'm talking in character, I want to to make sure you guys are getting the information. What all information did you just get from them?
That Lon is wearing the symbol of the Emerald Claw. He's capturing children.
Changelings.
Changelings.
Now, he was capturing children like 5 years ago.
He captured one changeling child
Right.
and bottled him up and is sending him off the road.
You guys know that he has, or that somebody has Zir. Somebody attacked Zir,
Yes.
which is a full-grown changeling.
And that's my assumption is that Zir is probably in one of those canisters.
Okay.
So yeah, Emerald Claw, capturing changelings. We know where they're sending him to. We know he's got a lab there and probably more contacts. We know that
He is small and he is ugly and he is old.
all those things, and he's doing something for the Warforged, perhaps,
Or
Okay.
he was at one point.
or he was,
Small.
He's
and
trying to
ugly and
expand
old.
their life.
and continuing to work with them.
And you guys would know, especially you two, you would probably know this as well. You probably not so much, Ribbon, that creation forges are outlawed. Treaty of Thronehold, they shut down and destroyed all the creation forges, supposedly. Like, making new Warforged is illegal.
It's illegal.
We know that stops people, so
Old.
definitely can't exist.
Indubitably, then there's no point in us even looking anymore.
We should know that most of them were destroyed. Like, the ones that did exist were dismantled.
So, and I'll look back at
The other thing that they told you was that they told you where to find where Magus and Truncheon's abode or their residence is, where they live.
right.
So that's all of the you got all of the information now.
Okay. Yes, I suppose we should probably make haste to try and see if we can find Magus.
And if we haven't searched his house yet, we could start there.
We could potentially uncover something that that can help us out.
The girl's been missing for like 3 days now.
Zir's been missing for 4 days.
4 days.
Looking at the calendar, yeah.
Well, we didn't get her
This
the
is
first
the fourth
48
day.
hours, so she's probably dead.
This is the 4th day.
I mean, that's fair. First 40 hours is crucial. Learn that.
From a TV show.
Yeah.
Call it the first 48.
Yeah.
I feel like these experiments are probably being rushed, considering their circumstances. We may not find your friend alive.
Or with both of our eyes.
I have a feeling we won't even find her dead. Or find her at all.
Well, not if we don't get a move on.
How long have we been sitting here? Is this
Like-
considered short rest?
Yeah, this could be a short rest if you wanted it to be.
Can I retroactively sing a song of healing?
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
You've been carrying a lot of the conversation here,
True that.
so
Yeah,
I'm
Bart.
gonna say no on that front.
That's fair. I'm gonna use some.
Although, what's your performance bonus?
My performance bonus?
Yeah.
My performance bonus is +8.
I'd say that you could like play your lute and talk at the same time.
Okay, dope.
Yeah. I mean, is anybody spinning hit dice? Does it even matter?
I'm spinning a couple of hit dice.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah. So if you want to spin some hit dice on a short rest,
I
you
feel like
can.
everybody needs to. Except, yeah, I feel like everybody needs to.
I need to spend some more hit dice. Cause your girl's hurt.
9, and an extra D6.
Everyone gets that d6 you roll.
5 points to everyone.
If you use hit dice, you get an extra 5 points.
Okay, I'm supposed to use some hit dice.
It's a D10 for me, like
D6 for you.
D6 for me.
Sorcerer.
D10.
I was like, how do you know that? Like, how do you know what you use?
You know when you level up to get new hit points?
Yeah.
That dice is your hit dice.
Alright, so that is a 6, 9 plus. You said we get 6?
You get 5.
5.
9.
That almost brought me back up to full.
All right. So after you finish your short rest, what do you want to do?
We should definitely
Organize
head for their
our
abode.
Okay.
Try to catch
Yeah.
Vegas in the act, or at least try to get some stuff.
Using the directions, you come to an apartment building, like tenement type building. It's nicer, you're out of Kyber's Gate, you're back in the lower wards, and you're like, wow, we thought the lower wards were disgusting. Like, this is really nice compared to where we've just been. But you come out, it's easy enough to find your way to following the directions that Fricks and Kevzax gave you. And eventually you come to this tenement building, and there's a door that they tell you the number and everything.
Okay. And it's a building. Like we can get around it.
Yeah, you can get around it. But yeah, I mean, it's like you go up like they tell you it's on the 3rd floor of the tenement building, and so you go up like a fire escape type thing that leads you into the 3rd floor, and then there's 10 doors on this hallway, and they're in like door 6.
Gotcha.
I'll go over there and I suppose we should knock.
I don't suppose we should. Can we take a moment to just listen at the door?
Sure. Give me a perception check. Whoever's listening.
It's Gendrix and Oligar
Like
face to face,
I'm
and
gonna try to get
Yeah.
underneath.
and Riven's in there somewhere. What about Genesis?
Like another
I'm
ribbon
just,
sandwich.
standing there. Yeah, it's gonna be another ribbon sandwich. We need to count the counter up to
Okay.
3 now.
Perception.
Ooh.
I fucking.
I got a 10.
I got 10.
19.
You hear it sounds like you almost. It's hard to tell. It sounds like the room on the other side of this door can't be that big. It sounds echoey and hollow.
But I don't hear any movement or anything like that.
No, like like when you put a sea shelter here and you can hear, it just sort of sounds like that.
I gotcha.
It sounds like the chamber beyond this door is. You're like, there's a door there and a door there, but it feels like the chamber you're listening to extends beyond those. It seems huge.
Okay. This is a very strange phenomenon here.
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear any movement, but it sounds like. Do you know when you get a shell and you put it to your? Yeah, I would give all that information and say perhaps I should just use my key and pull out my thieves' tools.
Okay.
What do you think? Should we wait and should we knock, or what should we do?
I think we should definitely knock.
We could knock, and I'll pat my leg, or we could use the key.
I will try to use my key.
Okay.
And that's the Dex plus proficiency.
Yeah, you're proficient with these tools. So.
Okay.
Proficiency.
That's what I'm looking for. 3 plus 7, so 14.
14.
Yeah.
You hear some clicking and tumbling, and it sounds satisfactory.
Okay. Gently, I will twist the handle. And
It doesn't twist.
It doesn't twist.
Yeah, you think you might have just locked the door.
Oh shit! All right, then I'll try to unlock it. I guess.
Yeah, you're like, oh wait, it wasn't locked to begin with. So yeah, you can figure it out.
Fucking damn, they are.
I was like, they didn't ask if the door was locked. This will be fun.
They just live in a really, they're really comfortable in their neighborhood.
Oh well, you're gonna see why here in a minute when you go in.
Oh, now I'm scared. All right, yeah, I'll after that little, whatever, I'll just kind of
lean up. Hey, Gendrix, did you get it?
shut up, and I'll
Need a lock when it's
creak it
explosive.
open and try to look and see if I see anything.
It looks like a room.
All right, then I'll just kind of push the door open
Okay.
gently.
If you guys will pull yourselves off the old mapperoo there and pull up that map.
My hands.
Pull up the map. On the map.
You just set that one on the floor behind me.
All right.
Okay. So, you come in through this door, and there's a door over here. You see 4 sort of pads on the ground that have a faint blue glow to them,
Stand on them.
and you see 4 barrels.
Explosive barrels.
Are we all moving in there? Can I all move us in
And you
there?
also see a red pad.
I have not moved in there yet.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
So you wander in.
yeah. I'm gonna walk over to this.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand on it.
Yeah, it just sort of pulses with this faint blue glow.
Alright, we'll get. Yep.
You stand on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand on it.
So what is to the left? What is this?
Oh, that's nothing.
This could only go
Okay.
so wrong.
That is a different map.
Okay.
Y'all might have to be chasing someone again.
That is all one big map, and then I'm also using it to do this map.
Sure.
I'm gonna stand on this. It's pulsing red, right?
Uh huh.
Okay, standing on it.
Nothing happens.
I will walk into the room after she's running around. Riven,
Okay, I have to make sure I can actually see this.
what are you doing?
I'm testing to see what happens.
I'm gonna walk up next to the first pad there and take a look at it and see if I get any kind of idea. Like, does it look
It pulses blue.
just pulses
Just
blue?
What's
Okay.
inside the barrels?
They're barrels. They're closed.
I'm gonna like.
I'm
look
gonna
in.
open one.
There's no way to open it.
There's no way to open it.
Can I walk up to a barrel and attempt to pick it up?
Just kind of like right inside the door.
Which go like put your mini where you go.
Yeah, I'm walking up to the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll it onto the
I
pad.
just want to see how heavy it is.
You go
I'm
to
just
pick
like
it
literally
up.
just picking like that.
Just
Just
literally
testing the
straight
weight.
up.
Yeah.
It won't lift.
Okay.
It's like stuck to the ground. But it doesn't feel like it just feels like it's really heavy.
Mm.
Does any of this machinery like look familiar to me?
In fact, there is no machinery, just these blue.
I'm gonna see if I can like maneuver like the barrel onto the pad.
Okay, how are you gonna do that?
How high up is the pen?
It's like flush to the ground.
Oh, it's flush.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna guess kind of like push.
Okay, which direction? Which barrel are you pushing, and which direction are you pushing it?
This.
This way.
Yeah.
It goes.
What happened?
The pad stays lit blue.
We're playing Legend of Zelda, everyone.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm gonna move one of these over there.
Okay. Which
So-
okay, so you can move your guys out of the way
Is there sort
because
of puzzle in here?
they will mess things up if they actually they'll just run you over and you'll take damage. So just, you guys don't need to be in the way. They're slow enough that you can get out of the way. But just if you want to push a barrel, which you just figure out you can push them, tell me which barrel you want to push and which way you want it to go.
All right. I want to shove this one this way.
Which one? Which barrel?
That one.
Okay.
Does it just so when, I'm watching this? So when she pushes it,
It just
she just
It
pushes
just
it and it just
glides all the
goes
way.
and it
Alright.
doesn't stop.
until it hits something.
All right. I'm gonna shove this one here,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna shove that one there.
We don't see anything else in this room except these pads.
It's just like a stone floor with it has these 4 circles in it that glow blue and then the one that glows red.
Okay. I'm gonna
Wait,
try.
let's go test this other door. Can I go open this other door over here?
It's locked.
This door is
I feel
locked.
like we should know what we're trying to accomplish here.
Which way does it open?
It's hard to tell.
Can't
I'm gonna walk right over here and I'm gonna stomp my foot down on the red plate.
Dexterity saving.
Okay. Ew. A 9.
11 points of lightning damage.
Yakko.
Okay.
Oh,
Fucking lightning.
And it shoves all the barrels back into
Yep, they
place.
all reset.
Fucking
Okay.
bitch balls.
Hold on. I'm a little meta right now, but I know the solution to this puzzle.
go ahead.
All right, so I'm gonna push this one that way,
Okay, do it.
and it hits that barrel and stops, right?
It does.
Okay. I didn't know if they'd stop if they hit each other.
And then I'm gonna push it this way, right? Okay, and then from there, we can push this one to there.
Uh-huh.
Wait, no, no, I don't want to do that. Somebody else has to reset it next time if we fuck up.
No, you can push it right. So you push that one there,
Yeah, push this one to this one,
and then
right?
that one there,
Uh-huh.
And
then
this
that
one
there.
straight up, and then this one here.
Yep.
Yep.
You hear a click.
Okay,
Is it the other door? Let's go
I'm going
test
to the
it.
door.
It came from that direction.
check the door.
It's open.
The door is open.
Hey guys, it's open.
Which way does it open?
It's a push.
Ah. My plan was thwarted.
What were you gonna do?
You
Pull from the
open it?
ground?
Yeah, I was gonna yank it open.
Yeah, what he said. I'll stand to the side while he opens it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll
You
push
walk
open.
in and now instead of this like large stone cavern that shouldn't fit inside this tenement building, you're in like a small tenement and you see a warforged laying on the ground, like trying to hold in his mechanics. The hood is down.
Is it the same bitch we fought earlier?
Yeah, I mean it looks like Megan's.
I'm running over to him and I'm preparing my hand. I'm about to slap
Wait!
the shit out of him.
I mean, he just sees you come in and he goes, "Well, you made it past my defenses, I see."
Wasn't really defenses.
It was the barrels.
He kind of looks at. He kind of looks at.
De-inspiration. He looks at Ginger. He goes, "Well, it worked on one of you at least. Go
Only
ahead.
slightly.
Finish me. I have nothing left to fight you with." You can see he looks like he's like his breathing is labored.
Can I close the door?
Yeah.
Behind us?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Are we all piled in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
okay.
it's like the size of the room that we're in, so it's like a 15 by 15 room. There's like a bed in one corner, or there's two beds, one on each side. There's a small table between them.
And I'm like,
I'll point at his wound and say, "What's with this then?"
Well, one of you did this. I don't know which one, but I think it was you that smacked the hell out of him.
I smacked the piss out of him.
Have you just been lying here dying for the past couple of days?
Yes.
That's rather unfortunate.
That's better than Trenshin, who didn't make it back.
I haven't been able to find anyone who can fix me.
Could I use my tinkering tools to do something?
I mean, you could certainly try.
I'm gonna certainly try.
Okay, what do
Why?
you want to try and do?
So like, is his entrails like all over the ground, or like?
Yeah, so like his innards, which are like stone and wood and metal,
Our
like
outers.
internals. Yeah, there's a big giant gash where he got slashed open, and like that stuff is like
It's like the insides of a human, but it's just
Yeah.
a robot.
Hmm.
I mean, you don't know a whole lot about Warforged, so I mean, you can try.
So, just out of curiosity, you would like to be finished off, but I have some questions first. If you would spare us the courtesy.
He just sort of looks at you and goes, "You must be as stupid as you look, Elf. You think I would answer your questions after you nearly killed me?"
Oh, come now. My friend over there's quite handy. She may be able to put you back together.
He just kind of looks at you. He's like, "Or what do you look like right now?" Ribbon?
Yeah.
Okay. He just sort of says, "You think a farm girl knows how to fix a Warforged?"
I immediately changed into like Mars.
He just looks at you and goes, "Still the farm girl. But at least we had it right. We almost had you."
I'll say, but you may believe her to just be a farm girl, but as I said, she's very handy. I'm trying to persuade him.
Okay, yeah, you can make a persuasion check.
In the meantime, I'm kind of like do like Sir Gilliam's and like control Sir Gilliam's and make him like bow.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if that's gonna help with performance.
It'll be a 12.
Okay. He just sort of looks at you and goes, "Unless you can find a creation forge for me."
But your friend Lon found one, did he not?
He won't tell us where it is.
That rat bastard. Isn't he a bastard, you guys?
Like,
Some-
did I use like my mending to
some
like
partner.
do something for
No,
you?
because they're creatures. Like
They're creatures?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Even though they are made of metal and stone, like
Yeah.
it's not like fixing a construct. It's
Like, you still have to have, like, basically Warforged medicine, basically, to
Yeah.
fix them. He says,
If you tell us where he is, we can find him and make him tell us.
"He's probably on the train. He left yesterday with 3 canisters. If you find him and he tells you where the forge is, maybe I'll be able to be saved. But I think my days are numbered. Unless you can find somebody from House Cannith, I'll die before you make it back."
I see. So you say he left yesterday, and he may be able to tell us, but where would we be able to find him if we were to follow?
I don't know exactly where it is, but he does have a laboratory in Rote. That's where he does his experiments.
I see.
But I've never been there.
Does he have any contacts in the city?
Here or there?
There.
I'm sure he does.
None that you know?
No,
He doesn't trust you very much, does he?
I'm just a delivery person. I
I
bring
see.
what he wanted. He told us he could extend our lives. I was created near the beginning. I'm almost 30 years old.
I see.
My time nears an end. I've already seen several from my unit enter the sleep. I don't wish to, but I feel as though your actions are going to hasten that for me anyway.
Perhaps.
It's not true.
Can any of you think of any questions we might ask our friend before he expires?
How many?
How many what?
How many did you help him find and kill?
I had killed none.
So, all of his experiments that you procured for him, they are still alive?
I don't know. We used different means to capture them, but we brought them to that warehouse where you found us.
At that point, I'm going to interject and I guess ask about, was it Doc's?
The
Was
one
the
that-
name? Yeah.
That they took?
Yeah.
The one they took was Zir. Dox is the one that fought him off. They
Oh,
fought off
Zir?
the shifter.
Oh, okay.
Dox is the one that asked us to get Zir.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Zir. Last one up here.
I didn't know their names.
She given me some kind of description that of Zir would have been the day that she had been kidnapped? Or like, would I've got any information at all, like about,
Probably.
Like
I mean,
where they took her.
I mean, yeah, you know where they took her from.
well then I'm gonna be like, the one that was taken from the brothel. Same thing that she
Oh, you mean that dockside whorehouse?
I'm
Sure.
at that point, I'm like, slap him a little bit.
He can't really fight back. He just sort of looks at you and goes, yeah, she was one. We brought her here. As I said, we bound them up in the chamber. Delivered them where he asked us to put them. And then he was taking them to his laboratory is all we know. They were all alive the last time I saw them.
Do you have any notes on how the chamber works?
It works like a standard binding chamber. You just have to know the sequence for especially removing them. You have to know the sequence. It's somewhat different than what you would use on a standard non-organic object, but it's not the difficult pattern. But it is somewhat different.
So do you have notes?
No, I just memorized it when he showed me how the device worked. Again, I mean, like, I don't know what the difference is, but he'll explain, like, the difference. It's, you pull 3 levers, push 2 buttons, turn 2 wheels, as opposed to, like, push 2 buttons, turn 3 levers, turn 2 wheels, something,
Shouldn't you be taking notes?
I know how the machine works. I can understand.
She's like super staring intently, like she's absorbing it.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't going to push any further than that, but, I didn't even fucking know the sound.
He just says he promised to extend our lives and give us new powers. He said that he would rebuild the creation forges, that our race would not simply die away because the war ended.
I got news for you. You're probably gonna die.
Why was he helping you? Were you paying him, or were you indebted to him in some way?
No, he seemed to be interested in our kind. I don't know, maybe he was a war profiteer. Or maybe he wanted to start the war again. I don't know. All I cared about was my people. I don't want to see my race wiped off the face of the planet any more than any of you would.
What did he look like when you first started working with him?
He was a gnome. Looked like an inventor of some kind.
And now?
Same.
Interesting.
I think the goblin was confused when he said it was a human. It was always a gnome.
No, the goblin didn't say he was human.
I think you're confused, Genesis.
Check your
She
notes.
did say he was human at first.
Who did?
The goblin.
Which goblin?
like one of the Fricks or Frack or
Did she
whatever.
say? Did she say
Fritz
human
or
or
Frack?
halfling?
They said halfling
and then
on
they
accident.
said gnome.
Yeah,
That was just
yeah,
Wes.
yeah. That was just me mixing
That's
up
Kermit.
halfling and gnome.
Mixing up a
I'm
short
trying to
racist-
figure out why. Like,
racist.
Yeah,
I've been on human because the guy that we met at the tavern or the
you did meet a human whose name was definitely Deirdre's
okay.
and the note was signed Dio.
Right.
that's why I've been on.
Those
that.
are facts that you know.
So perhaps our other professor friend is not the Lon we're looking for. Yeah, these are not.
These are not the lawns you were looking for.
And Lon works with the Emerald Claw. Is that I'm to assume?
He just sort of looks at you when you say that. He doesn't seem to want to answer.
Is he still like alive?
Yeah, he's still labored breathing, but
I'm
he
slapping
just
him.
he just I mean he just looks at you like you slap him. He's like,
Are you in there? Hello.
yes.
Again,
Bastard.
I will ask very nicely. Is Lon a part of the Emerald Claw?
He just looks at you.
He just looks at me.
Maybe.
So I will.
Like you get the feeling that your persuasion check was not high enough for him to
I got
answer
you.
that.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look him in whatever parts could be considered his eyes,
Yep.
and I'm going to say
He has a fairly humanoid face. Just the lower half of it looks like a gas mask.
right. I'm just going to kind of look at him and I'm going to say, you should tell me the information that you're withholding, and that's a suggestion.
Okay. Save.
Yeah, 16 was safe.
Trying to remember what his whiz is. I think it's 12. Okay. What's the DC?
16.
Okay. It's hard to tell, but he just sort of looks at you and goes, I believe so.
I see. So
What was your suggestion?
that he should tell me the information that he's withholding from us.
Okay.
You kind of see he shakes his head.
He shakes his head, yes or no.
Well, he says, I believe that's who he worked for. And then after that, you see his eyes sort of blink a little bit and he shakes his head and he says, that was foul.
Yes, well, I'm not here to be a nice person, if I'm being honest.
He says, very well, you'll get nothing more from me.
What about an unrelated question?
He just looks at you.
I just pull out the book and those little things that we saw fly out of the other Warforged. I have the picture of it and I show it to him.
What is this?
He looks at you and goes, it's called a final messenger. You kill one of our kind, we tell others about it.
So you are all built with one of these?
Not everyone, but most. Some of the younger models don't have them.
It's just curiosity.
And I'll close the book, put it away.
Okay.
So did you have any connection to the Lord of Blades?
I've met him. He introduced me to Lon.
That was the last few Warforges that decided to attack us. Were apparently working for him.
Well, all of you flesh bags outlawed my kind, condemned us to extinction.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
We're
I had no
an
say in it.
asshole.
Well, what did we ever do to wrong you? We fought your stupid war.
It wasn't my war, friend.
He just sort of looks at you and goes, you were involved somehow. Everyone was.
Perhaps.
Whether you fought or not. But we fought it for you. Many created, then slaughtered. Why? Because your stupid houses couldn't figure it out. And your stupid nobility. All they did was bicker and argue over who should be the king. Well,
I don't see a reason why my race should be forced to suffer. Any more than you see a reason I should have to or shouldn't either. But I didn't see elves or half-orcs or humans or changelings helping us. No one fought for the Warforged. Sure, you said we could go on living. But you never said, you basically said our creation forges, we don't reproduce like you do. We have to be created. They were all dismantled, shut down. You wonder why the Lord of Blades and my kind hate your kind. That's why. In 10 years we'll be extinct. A figment of history that no one remembers. And millions of us died perpetrating your last war. Hoping the forges started again, I say. At least my race will have a chance then. That's why we worked for Lon. That's why we helped him. That's why I didn't care about kidnapping your kind. If 10 or 15 or 100 or 1,000 changelings had to die or be tortured for millions of Warforged to live, that seemed like a fair trade to me.
It is a shame that this is what you did with your sentience.
What? Tried to preserve my race?
I'm gonna pull my dagger out and I'm just gonna flip it around and I'm gonna hold it out to Riven.
I'm not gonna take it. I think you should suffer. And I'm gonna walk out the room.
I'll just wait. Just wait till she leaves.
I should go check on Riven.
And I'll like turn around and just leave.
He just, as you're holding the dagger, he just looks at you and says, "The pain that I am in, that is what I wish for. Do it. Stab that directly through my core, in me. I'll take another day or so to die of my own natural causes at this point. But don't think that killing me will solve your problem. There are thousands in the Mournland."
Stick him in the bag of holding. Make him suffocate.
They don't breathe.
Is there anything else in the room?
Just his head.
Not
Yeah,
really.
I'm gonna-
It's just like home stuff. Like there's like oil can, like the things that Warforged use to supplement their bodies, oil and stone and wood and metal chunks. He just says, "There are thousands who serve the Lord in the Mournland. When we find the forges, we will make more. And then you will be sad. You will die in despair
If
at
I
what we will do
recall-
to you."
He had 2 legs and 2 arms and an arm on his back.
Yeah, well, he has like this third. It's not really an arm.
Yeah.
It's more of like a metal tendril that has like a spike on the end of it. But yeah, he had like 2 arms that had swords in them.
Alright, I'm gonna kick him over
He just
gently. And then I'm gonna not so gently cut his side arm off.
like the tendril thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just like, it looks like it's plugged in, like you could rip it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. He
I'm
just
gonna-
he like howls in pain.
I'm gonna get down in his face and I'm gonna put my dagger away at this point and I'm gonna say, your story is very sad, Magus, and I might be inclined to feel some sort of sympathy for you and maybe even put you out of your misery. However, your transgressions against me and my companions warrant your suffering here alone until you die. And I'm gonna get up and walk out of the room.
As you leave, he's just like, "Coward."
I'm not the one dying in a puddle of my own filth. And yeah, I'm out the door.
I'll just walk out. Is there any way you can jam this door? With your
Certainly.
key.
I can certainly try, and I'll close the door and look at it. And
Okay.
is there any way that I can like break the locking mechanism?
There is no, you can't see the locking mechanism.
It's
It's like, it's a magical lock. It's from best you can tell.
okay, I got you.
It's controlled by the puzzle.
Are the barrels reset?
When you close the door, yeah, they reset.
So if just out of curiosity, you said that they're reset. I'm gonna kick one like back over towards this panel, and then try to kick it like out the door, out into the hallway of the tenement.
It won't move other than, like, if you try to slide it around.
Like this pad is in front of the door,
Mhm.
and so like even if you like so like one's reset here, like so they're like this, right?
Yeah.
And like so you push one over to the wall, and you push it here, and you can't do anything else with it. And there's no way like this. If you try to push it, it stops at the pad. And once it's on the pad, it won't move.
Gotcha. Okay. Well then, yeah. I'll just no. I can't. I can't do anything. But you know, maybe whoever comes in behind us won't be as smart and able as we are.
I'm just going to push this barrel
Mm-hmm.
into this door.
Okay.
Push this barrel into this barrel.
Okay.
And then I'm going to push this barrel over here.
Okay.
Then I'm going to push it in here.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to push this barrel right
Okay.
here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to walk out.
Okay.
Solves most of it.
I don't know
So
about
Trust
it
your
opens
lightning
in.
saber?
And I still have the sidearm slung over my shoulder.
his trophy should tell you what we did.
Is he really that evil?
He would see all of us burning under the foot of the Lord of Blades. I don't believe that he. I don't believe that he would give us the same quick death that he was asking for. I believe he would try to make us suffer as well.
He wasn't wrong about one thing though.
What's that?
Every creature does kind of fight for its own to survive. I don't think that's necessarily wrong. Does he not have that right?
I believe that he has that right, but. And perhaps we living creatures are to blame somewhat for their suffering, but. As a small part of the house that I'm in, I don't have any sort of pull. I can't stop the war. I can't start it back up. I'm not nobility, no more than you or you or you. None of us had anything to do with that war. We were just caught in it like everyone else.
No, but I've done terrible things for House Kenneth, and I wonder if he would let me suffer like that.
And
Oh,
on
no,
that
I-
moral question, we'll end our show. Thank you for tuning in. Check us out in 2 weeks. We will not be here next week. In 2 weeks, we will pick up.
In that 2 weeks, think about how terrible a person you are.
So, that's our show for the night. Have fun. Play Dungeons and Dragons.
Have
It's
a
really
happy
fun.
Fourth.
Peace.
Blow some shit up. Safely.
No song from Ainsley.
What?
No more singing from Ainsley.
My keyboard may have died. Will you press
Ah, we're
L
gonna
and
do
M?
it all night long.
Or just hit
a
it
little
and choose the
BTS
note?
over here.
Oh, it's
It's just